Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Kings of Pop Culture, number 20. This should be an interesting one. There's a lot to discuss, a lot to say. But before we go any further, let's give a massive shout out to Ginkgo. And a massive shout out to Miggy.
Miggy.
And man like TCK. Yo. And goat meal.
Oh. What's he eating?
What are you eating there, sir? Tasty. Actually, I'd rather not know. Fuck the facts.
He's eating oatmeal. I'm eating salmon and macaroni. Bro, you in a toaster, bro.
What the fuck?
What's just happening? What's just happening?
Wait, why did you go back?
Can you do it again?
It just froze.
Bro, what is this?
For all you old school people, for all you young people that never seen Sanford and Son, Red Fox. I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. Oh,
What?
I'm coming to see you.
What was that?
Sanford and Son. That's your dad. Yeah.
Hey Luke, what's up, brother? Forever,
Bro,
like
that's
Tristan,
funny.
Nelly,
What's
Lisa, Yinko, Cobra Kai. You see Cobra Kai? Well, that brings me to my first.
It's called
point before I
Sanford and
get
Son.
to read out the list. We're a year on from when Kings of Pop Culture first started, and TCK's like defining moment was the Thor rant. So we're gonna come full circle with a brand new rant a year later. Like it's great. I love it. Luke, sir, how are you, my fellow Fast and Furious brother? Now, Danny boy. Read it. Oh, hang on. Let me preface it before we begin.
Yes.
If at any point I bounce out during the stream, it's because there's some stuff I just got to deal with. But I will be in and out of the stream, and hopefully towards the latter half, I'll be here more regularly. But don't worry, you'll be in the fine company of all these lovely gents anyway. Standard day at the office. Standard, mate. Standard. Sorted. Completed,
standard,
mate.
lad.
Fucking standard, governor. I might make a tweet about that and say how it's unfair. Danny, please read out the list that you have assembled, sir.
All right, then, guys. We're going to make this really quick. We get into the nitty-gritty. So the first segment we're going to be talking about is should villains stop being so much gray now in pop culture? And then for our DC segment, we're going to be talking about, it's a two-parter. It's like, will the Snyderverse return? But also, what do you guys want in DC going forward? And then for our Marvel segment, we're going to be talking about Marvel Memory Lane, talk about Iron Man 2. And then we're also going to be talking about our reviews on Thor: Love and Thunder. And then for Cobra Kai, we're going to be talking about when Kreese returns to a burnt Miyagi-Do. How would he feel? So
I do like that.
Mr. Jacob, you can go ahead and start it out with us real quick.
So I'll kick us off with this grey villain thing. Now, how it will work is we'll all say our piece and then we'll all bounce back and forth over each other. It will flow smoothly, very smoothly. It will flow so well. It will be almost as if we're bouncing off of each other so eloquently. You know what I'm saying? Like it will flow well. I have a good feeling. About it. It will be legendary. If you know, inbound. Open wide. But also, to the first point, should villains stop having this kind of grey sense? Now, I know we're in the age of the anti-hero and whatnot, but thanks to Sony, they're cheapening what anti-hero actually means. And anti-heroes, in my opinion, work better when they're not the focus of the story. They're sporadic. You can have them as the focus, like how Robbie and Hawk sort of are in Cobra Kai, but I think they always play stronger off of the main character, like Vegeta off of Goku, Tommy off of Jason in Power Rangers. Like they always play stronger off of the main character because they represent not just the main character, inbound, but they also show you what the main character could be if they were a bit more edgy, quote unquote. Not trying to say Robbie's a bit of an edgelord, but he did have his sort of emo arc where he's like, Jesus, that was fun. And trying to fight Johnny and all that kind of stuff. But I think at the moment it's being used as an excuse to change characters' origins. Like this is mostly a Sony problem right now. Walking Dead's done well with it with Negan. Cobra Kai does a great job with it with Robbie and Hawk and them kind of characters. Star Wars the sequels, as much as they are what they are, they did okay with it with Kylo Ren. Marvel does it well here or there with some characters. But I think it's a formula that is so strong when it plays off of the main central plot of the story and not necessarily the focus. And just to rag on Sony a bit more because it's fun. It is funny. It's a fucking shit show over there. Like they're basically setting up, as we've discussed, and
setting it up.
Venom versus the Sinister Six. I already don't like that in principle. It doesn't. Like, it may be fun to watch, but I don't like this kind of thing of where you can give a character a grey center and still have them be a villain. But to make them a full-on conflicted villain, I think there's a point where you make it kind of hard for the audience to tell who the good guy is in a situation versus who the bad guy is. And a lot of what Sony is doing at the moment with these kind of characters is they're having a villain fight someone who's more of a villain, and that can only work so well. Like, that's something I think I'll use it as an example. I'm not really playing it. But in Arrow, for instance, in season 5 or 6, they had two villains operating at one time, and it was sick because it's a dynamic you don't often see. Like, villains clashing, that's cool. But I think saving it for like really key moments, can heighten the value of it. It's a bit like if Marvel decides to go the route of, yes, they've got Kang, but maybe because they've got the Secret Wars stuff going and whatnot, they could have variants of, like, I don't know, old school Doctor Doom or whatever. You could have other villains in play, all that kind of stuff. Hey, Christian, shout out to you, bro. Inbound. Hope you're doing well, son. But essentially, that's just kind of how I feel about it, that it should be done in such a manner where it's and good luck with your exams, dude. You'll crush it, man. But also, I just feel like we're in this age right now where all these companies are literally taking, a villain and trying to make them a hero but do villainy things. Like, you can only do that so much before it becomes mundane and tiresome and old. And
nervous drinking.
Nervous drinking, by the way. It's called hydration. Shout out to Young Ripper.
I'm having
$2.5 million.
Side note,
it's actually milk in there.
Fucking hell.
$2.5 million, man, in 2 weeks.
Jesus, you sent me that. I said, Jesus, damn, money does talk.
Damn, son.
I can't wait to see the excuses that are made for that. Maybe inbound kind of excuses.
Oh, they're making a lot, bro.
I have to catch up on. But yeah, like, that's just kind of how I feel about it. That it can be done. It can work as long as you don't overuse it. And I think because, especially at the moment, when you look at most of the things that are out, like take Walking Dead, for instance, the saving grace of that show is Negan, who's an anti-hero, essentially. And they've seen that his popularity is basically carrying the show. Is basically carrying the show. So other studios are now trying to utilize that and trying to do more. You
gotta be like Negan, saying like, well, shit.
To the point where they're sort of hiring, every other type of character for the sake of an anti-hero. And I don't know, like, for me, it just becomes mundane if you do it too much, especially if you have too many anti-heroes, It's like Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, it's great in at World's End when he's brought in. And I wish that they had more interactions between him and Davy Jones, because that's fun. Like, that's two villains. Like, I wish they did more with that. I really wish they did more with that. But seeing them on screen opposite each other, I was like, oh shit, this is sick. That's how you do it. You earn it. You build up to it. You don't just throw it out there because it will be cool for promos and marketing. This isn't the way. This is not the way at all.
James Norrington, do you fear death?
Yeah, death. Like,
do you fear death?
Oh, yo, damn it, King. Thank you for reminding me of that. So Disney, You have Reaver get stabbed like twice, 3 times. You kill off Ben Solo. You kill off James Norrington. What are you trying to tell me here? Like, is this because, like, what are you trying to tell me here? Like, it's. I'm just throwing that out there. Adam, what's up, brother? But yeah, that's how I feel about it. Is I feel like that. Thank you. Do you fear death?
I'll just say it like this. I think we should go back to just having a couple of generic villains every once in a while, every blue moon. Like, AKA Darkseid.
Yeah, he's just a bad motherfucker. Like, he's not bad because he's evil. It's sorry to cut you off, RJ. I'll add to what you just said in a second. It's not necessarily, you know what I'm going to do. It's not necessarily because, fuck, I'll just get to the Top Gun Maverick thing. I'll take one Top Gun Maverick over half of the MCU. But essentially, the villains in that aren't named. They have no name. You don't know you don't know anything about them. But you know they're the bad guys. And it gives you the motivation to root for the good guys to achieve the job. And I think that's where even Cobra Kai is heading towards now, with that kind of black and white territory, where Silver will still have some gray, obviously, because you kind of need it. It's kind of big theme of the show. But I think it will get to a point where it's clear cut. Okay, these are the antagonists. These are the protagonists. We need to beat these guys, etc. But I've rambled on long enough. And, I've got something that's inbound that I have to take care of. King, you're up next, brother. And you guys know the drill. Bounce off of each other. And if I don't come back by the second topic, then just kick it off without me. And then I'll be back KCF.
I mean, I've been talking with the boys about this for a long time. And it's to the point to where, like, we do.
It'll be legendary.
Yes, it will be legendary. Now, I think, like, sometimes it's okay just to have like a generic storyline every once in a while. Sometimes some stories just can be like plain and self-righteous goals, basically, aka Darkseid. Hey, I don't care about anybody. I just want this anti-life equation. Everybody, if you get in my way, you all are getting murked. It doesn't matter. What do you guys think?
Sussman, go on.
Fuck you, Raid Jigger. Alright, so the whole villain thing. Like, I think at some point people are going to be like, yeah, the whole thing with working in the gray area, that might start to be. Is it already oversaturated? Because there's so many villains now that are like that. But I think it's not necessarily just that. I think it's how you execute it, because you can execute it differently.
Yeah,
like every villain has something different. Like, when you compare like Homelander, Goblin, Terry Silver, Thanos, you think of these guys so differently. They're still they show the gray and stuff, but it's very like unique. Like, if they do it like that, I don't mind. But yeah, I want one that's more of a cartoony villain, that's more generic. Sometimes I think it depends on the story. Because some stories, they might be so filled with stuff, you just need a generic villain to fill it in like a way that would complement it, not add too much. It's like the whole, when we talk about Fall and Thunder, we'll go more into it, but it's like Gore. Like, they could have they made him so deep, yet they didn't give him enough screen time to make you feel that. Like, it was just like Taika just wanted to, serious bit, okay, let's get out of here, get straight to the humor. Like, I wanted to digest Bale's performance and the stuff like that. Like, that's down to directing and writing, but it's not that Bale was a bad villain. It's just that they didn't use him enough. That stuff could happen as well in the future, not just with this film, but I like a bit of both. I think having villains in the gray is awesome, because look at Zemo. He took down the Avengers.
Fucking amazing.
It's crazy. So, and then you have someone like Thanos. His whole genocide thing to him is okay, because he thinks I'm actually saving people even though I'm killing trillions. Logic, right? Goblin, he's got the serum and everything. It's corrupted him, but the way he sees things is pretty crazy. These villains have always been a bit more interesting. Heath Ledger, with the Joker.
I was about to say, with Joker, he's generic, but it's a good generic. It's like it's done pretty good. Like, you know, he just
Like-
wants to watch the world burn, and I can respect that. That's
Exactly
good.
But look at all the versions you have. Like you got like I think Ledger's is more of that anarchist, right? And then you got Joaquin Phoenix's one was mainly about the mental health side. Like I liked the difference, even though you know who the Joker is, you're getting something different every time. Again, execution. Don't be Russell Westbrook trying to be doing something you're not. You know what I mean? Like you need to execute it properly. Like if you can execute that shit, it's beautiful. If you don't, it's arse. It's as bad as his jump shot. So yeah, that's my take on all the villain stuff. I think going forwards as well with Phase 4, if we're talking MCU, you're gonna need more generic villains. There's too many like shows and stories and films now. So
because like there was an article that just came out or whatever, and they were just talking about there's really no villains that people are like grabbing to for the MCU. So
yeah, I think we will. There's certain characters they haven't introduced yet. We'll get soon, and I'm very excited for them. And yeah, the whole Sony thing, they don't really understand the mission with
cut that shit out,
the characters. Like, who asked for an anti-hero version of Morbius? Who asked for anti-hero version of Sinister Six? No one asked for that. We want a proper Sinister Six.
Oh, and by the way, Venom is a villain. It's not comic accurate. I just have to throw it out there a little bit.
Before I actually fuck off this time, to add to your point, what they're doing with Kraven the Hunter, they're changing his whole.
Oh god, that's a terrible idea.
The point, Stoney, come here, let me flex it. The point of Kraven being that way is because Spider-Man makes it a point to say, "You're hunting animals, you piece of shit. Stop it." That's the point. Not activist. No.
Yeah, the moment I heard activists, and I heard all I heard was DOA, dead on arrival.
Yeah, I just think that Sony just don't touch anything, please. It's like Stanley SquarePants. Don't touch it, you'll ruin everything. Like that's kind of what Sony have been doing with the villains. Stanley SquarePants gets his hands on everything, it goes to shit. So, I mean, El Muerto is all I'm gonna say. Yinky Pinky, what do you want to say about villains? Because obviously you understand the whole villainous side of things.
I kind of like with Dark Knight Rises, how Talia was kind of like thrown in the mix toward the very end.
Yeah, I mean, every time you think of Heath Ledger, it's a big one.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope with the Batman they can get some good stuff going on. I'm sure RJ can agree with me. I hope they do that justice.
Yes. Yes.
Give it the justice.
The Justice League. Anyway,
MCU. I mean, MCU. They're always. Say what?
Wait, who's talking? Yinky or RJ?
Don't really matter. It's a free for all.
No, go ahead. My bad. I interrupted. No.
One of them was overlaying each other, like connection. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, there is a connection. See, as far as MCU goes, I mean, there's always going to be those typical comic book villains. You know, they're not going to be original. If they do, I'll be really shocked. RJ, you can go ahead.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Because you're dying to speak.
I'm sorry,
but RJ.
The way you said that, Yinko, was so hilarious. You're like, I'll be.
And there it is.
Anyway,
yes, very good point, Chris. Very good point.
Anyway, so I mean,
sorry, I had to come back. I'll take one Top Gun Maverick over half the MCU.
Okay. Basically, with me, like I think that stuff like Cobra Kai I think that other properties are trying to copy Cobra Kai when it comes to black and white villains. And you notice that Marvel is kind of doing that now, where they're making
not enough representation at the moment.
Or like Gore, and we'll talk about Thor: Love and Porn later. But
Bale? Was that later?
Shut up. They were trying. There's a good story in Thor with Gore, and they were trying to make him this relatable villain, and he was for the most part. But we'll get to that later. But I think that we do need to go back to, clear-cut villains. Not just in Marvel, but in DC as well. Even Cobra Kai is like. You can have a little bit of gray for Silver, but I still want Silver to be a bad mofo. Like, I want him to be downright evil. I want basically the gray area where Silver,
the Goblin of Cobra Kai. Come on,
yeah, like that. But also, you can still do the gray with him, but the gray should be how he delves back into the lifestyle. That should be the gray. How Kreese brought him back. That's all the gray you need with a villain like Silver. But I just think that media is like copying each other right now. It's like pop culture, like, oh, we got to have this villain be this. Like, he's got to do that. We can have some downright assholes, like, for villains. Like,
Darkseid.
Homelander. Like, I mean, come on. Like,
Homelander.
You can do that.
Darkseid, Homelander, they don't care. Listen, if you get in front of Darkseid's mission on trying to find the anti-life equation, he's gonna Omega beam you and move the hell on. Like, you're in his way. You're not gonna stop him, dude.
Yeah, but that's just how I would do it. But that's all I gotta say. TCK, you can
go. In terms of like Marvel and MCU wise, I just like have the villain just like fit the tone of the movie, because like if it's a silly movie like Thor, have a silly villain, not like Gore. Like, it just doesn't balance well. And because the MCU's been rather silly lately, and so just just be fully silly. Don't try to be dark or edgy with one part of it, because it doesn't work. And for Cobra Kai, yeah, I feel like we got the gray areas for Silver already. So have him be the villain, dark, bad, generic villain that he was in Karate Kid 3, because Karate Kid 3 Silver is like the most generic villain you'll see.
Yeah.
He's cartoon. And then in season 4 we got the more, layers to his character. So now he's obviously going back to the more evil, bad guy mindset. So just embrace that, silly or full bad guy generic villain, I think, for season 5.
Yeah, that's something they should do. But my biggest worry for Cobra Kai is that it's like, he saw the comment, TCK. Yeah. But I think my biggest worry for Cobra Kai is that they're gonna do too much gray, and I don't want that. Even when they bring in new characters, like, I want the characters to be downright evil, like the new characters, like the new girl. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sorry, but I want her. Yeah, the new sensei. Like, I hope that you could put a little bit of gray in there, but I want her to be evil, like,
evil mofo.
But that's how I think they should do it.
Especially when you have Tori's redeeming, Robbie. So you got to keep some,
even Kreese redeeming.
Kreese is redeeming, yeah. So,
which
King
they kind of gave it. They kind of gave it away, like, in season 3. So as soon as he said my enemy is your friend, I was like, okay, yeah, he's gonna be a good guy.
As you watch stuff, like, you pick up some new stuff on Cobra Kai, like, there was a lot of redeeming qualities for Kreese, especially in season 2, where like he meets with, like, where Johnny follows him and stuff in the hood of Atlanta, not LA.
Yeah.
But he,
even there, that's what I said. Like,
hood of Atlanta.
Oh, he's definitely gonna redeem.
Yeah, that's how I would, do it. I hope Marvel, like TCK said, cut out the silliness because we gotta stop doing that. Shit's annoying.
I mean, we could go back to phase 1. Like all those villains were generic, but like it was.
I think we need a bit of both.
Yeah, you just need a bit of both. Like I'm for generic, but I'm also good with the gray too. It's just like Shamoon was speaking about. It's just how you write it and how you present it and make people care. That's
because Terry Silver, like TCK, so generic but fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it's so amazing. Like you don't even care if it's generic. Like that's what I want. It's writing. I want to be able to do the Italian thing with my hand with every time I see a good villain.
Well, we definitely got the depth of Terry Silver for the Cobra Kai series.
Yeah.
I still laugh at how they said like he was on cocaine. It's like it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's really
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate. Yeah,
very good record.
I was on top of the world.
Yeah, but I guess we could transition to the next topic.
Yes, boys, we shall transition to our next topic. So this is kind of like a two-parter with DC. I mean, since there's not really a lot of things going on right now, but there's talks about like it's never left, but it's not there. It's in a weird position. You got the Snyderverse stuff returning, but what do you guys also want from DC going forward now? So. Any of you boys want to start off?
I'll start it off because
yeah, go ahead, start it off, bro.
With the Snyderverse, I mean, listen, I'm like Kendrick Perkins talking about the Lakers. I'm tired of talking about the Snyderverse. I'm tired of talking about restore this shit, restore that, like
restore the Ray J universe.
Like if either you do it or you don't. I just don't care anymore. If you're gonna do it, just do it. I'm tired of talking about it. It's like if we didn't have like a stream, I would walk off the set like Stephen A. and Kendrick Perkins because I'm just tired of just like this. It is literally like I'm sorry, but I don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I don't care. Like if it's there, I'll watch because I like comic book movies. I like comic books. I'm a fan. I'm a nerd or whatever. But I don't care. Like, well, DC, like, instead of going backwards, go forward. Like, I mean, you go right ahead. Fine, whatever. Continue the Snyderverse and do whatever you want. But I just feel like that's the problem with DC right now. It's too much talk about restore the Snyderverse, release this cut, give me the Ayer cut, give me Zack Snyder this, that, whatever, and the third, rather than how about a Man of Steel 2? I mean, people are talking about that obviously, but about a new actor for the Flash.
Snyderverse.
I know, but it's like what? But like, why?
I get what you're saying.
It's like say what you want about Marvel, but at least they're not like, give me this cut, give me that, restore this, restore the Russo brothers coming back, like
the real cut.
Like it's just like, all right, you got James Gunn, you got Matt Reeves. I'm putting those two guys in the forefront. That's what I'm focusing on right now. Matt Reeves and the Matt Reeves universe, James Gunn universe. But this whole Snyder thing, like I got respect for Zack Snyder, but his name is just fucking annoying at this point. Like everything about the cut, like I'm sorry, who wants a Suicide Squad cut? I don't care for that. You got people that want the Joel Schumacher cut, and then what the
hey,
hell?
I actually want the Joel Schumacher cut. I ain't gonna much even fucking lie to you.
Just like what the hell?
But I'm not like going on like forums and just said like, restore the Schumacher cut, or else you know what?
It's like, what? Why are we talking about these old ass movies? Bringing it back, we want an extended cut. It's like with DC, they should just focus on Matt Reeves, focus on James Gunn, and if you want to bring back Snyder, fine, whatever. But put that shit on HBO Max. I don't care. Y'all go. I'm done. I'm goodbye. I'm done. I can't do this.
But honestly, what are these cuts gonna accomplish? Like, they're not. It's not gonna restore anything. I mean,
it just makes everything more complicated.
The Snyder Cut isn't gonna. The universe isn't gonna be restored. First of all, you're not getting that universe back. That's done. It's over with. Stop crying about it. It's not coming back. As far as like the old movies, like, okay, it would be cool, I guess, but like, who cares? Let's move forward. Let's fix DC now and not focus on the past stuff.
Also, to add on to your point, Snyder's plan was cool, but it was short. He had a 5-movie plan. He wasn't.
Yeah, they said he just only wanted to do like 3 movies or something.
Yeah,
it's a bit rushed.
I get that, but it's like it's short. Like who? I can't be asked to care right now. I can't.
Also, it's not gonna happen. Like, look at all these actors who are gone from the DCEU. Like,
I mean, we were lucky enough to get the whole Snyder Cut thing anyway, with the Justice League. So just be thankful we got that.
That was good. I'll give him that.
Yeah, we got the Snyder Cut. That was, masterpiece in my opinion. But I mean, with me and the Snyder stuff, I'm like, I see it from both points of view. I get it. You guys like Snyder. I think Snyder's a cool dude, but I'm not gonna. You can't wait on it too long because it's one of those things of, does he want to come back too at the same time? Like, it goes back. You gotta also think about that because there was a lot of stuff that was said like that's kind of like made it mad. So sort of like the Nolan thing. Nolan was mad at Warner Brothers when they talking noise.
He's at Universal.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like Warner Brothers always burn bridges with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more of a Warner Brothers thing more than a Snyderverse thing. It's like they just have history of doing this. It's like they've been doing it since Joe Schumacher. I'll put it that way. Just ruin people's projects for no reason.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I just wish it would go forward and stop dwelling on the past and
yeah. Also, I said this before, but if we keep getting cuts, of bad movies, then we're just going to keep asking for the real cut of the next bad movie. And it's just going to keep going. So let's just end it now.
Yeah, and it's not even this whole fact, like, I have something against, like, Warner Brothers. I mean, I kind of do, but, like, it's Warner Brothers is not the good guy in this either. They're terrible. Like, they rush their property.
Failed projects after failed projects after failed projects. This has been for years, man. And like, this is just their DC segment. I'm not even talking about some of their other movies that they have outside. Like,
yeah, like Matt Reeves literally almost left. He said, "Listen, I'm not gonna do this, and you don't let me do what I want to do with the movie." Like, you had to tell them that. You had to like threaten them, like, "All right, you had no director then," and then they had to call him back and say, "Hey, well, give you everything." Like, that's bad,
man. Like, even in their animation division right now, they're struggling, bro. And they used to be the kings of that. Now they're struggling over there. It's like, so it comes down to, okay, you gotta sit back and like, what the hell happened? Like, what's going on in this like I said, it's not even a DC problem. We should change the segment of Warner Brothers. What the hell? What's the game plan now, bro? What do we do? What are we doing? Like, what we gonna do? Like,
and also they need to come out and announce what they're doing with Ezra Miller, because you can't, like, they're in a bad spot with the film. They gotta either, like, I don't know if they fired him or anything, but they gotta,
because like the thing is this, like they're gonna have to put out the movie regardless. Hate to say it, because that's It's $200 million. It got to be put out no matter what. I'm saying, but I have a vibe that they're gonna probably put it on HBO Max and like just regroup the money by years or whatever. Like they'll make the money back in the next maybe 5 to 10 years or whatever.
Yeah,
because there's no way they could put that money out and it's just gonna flop at the box office. It's just not gonna be good.
It's gonna flop because a movie that has negative press, that's not good. So it's gonna flop.
Yeah, because
it'll probably make around 300 mil or 400 mil.
I wouldn't even say that, bro. I think you're being too generous.
Yeah, but it's not gonna make like 700 or anything like that.
I mean, it's just like you were talking about a couple of weeks ago. They should market Supergirl and they should market Batman.
Don't market Flash. Just show Michael Keaton, show Ben Affleck, show all of them. And I hear Ben Affleck's not even in the movie that long, so
yeah. No, because the thing is, most of the actors even said like, unless Zack Snyder comes back to the set, they don't want to do it. Like, there's another problem right there. Like,
I hear Wonder Woman's in like the Flash too.
I think she's there for like a couple of minutes, and then
she's in like the intro, and Ben Affleck's not in there that long.
Yeah. Hey, I say you get a quick paycheck, you know, get a couple, like get 5 to 10 mil just to show up, and then like go on about your business.
But this is the problem with Warner Brothers. When you have the Snyderverse that you have to fix, and then you got new universes coming in. That's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, especially in the new universes front, because you have to we all know that they want to they want to build their own cinematic universe. I don't think they should. I think that they're fine doing their separate properties, their black label properties like Joker and stuff. But I've said this before, and TSK said this, they don't need a universe. They don't need just do separate stuff. Like, you building a cinematic universe, why does everybody want to build a cinematic universe and copy Marvel? That's my thing. Just
because it's successful and they make
it's successful. I mean, you copy success. Yeah.
But there's time and time again, there's been people that have built their own franchises and made money.
Yeah,
that's my issue.
I give you a couple of examples, like with the whole entire anime thing. Like, you got Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, Ronin Kenshin, all successful, dude. They are not tied inside a universe whatsoever. Yeah. They're their own individual stories, and guess what? They all slap. I mean, because the writing's that damn good, or whatever. Or just I know you just finished watching Superman and Lois not too long ago.
That is good. I am surprised by that. I did not have any hopes for that, but that is good. I like it.
It's I watched it because of Amy Jo Johnson. There was no plans of the King watching Superman and Lois until they said, "Yo, Amy Jo Johnson is one of the directors." I was like, "All right, that's the Pink Ranger. I'm a supporter." Because guess what? She was one of my childhood heroes. Okay, so she go watch it. The King is telling you to watch it, so you know what?
The best character. Yep. What?
Who's
my guy? But Jordan, John Henry, best characters, hands down. But I mean,
everybody's likable in that show. I mean, there ain't nobody that I hate up in there.
Kyle's question mark though.
Nah, he's good. Well,
who's that?
No. He's good, but TSK, he'll do something good, but then he goes 5 steps backward. That's my favorite issue with him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's entertaining.
Who's this?
Kyle.
Oh yeah.
He's all right. I don't hate anybody on the show. I do have some kids I find annoying though.
He pulled a baddie.
He did. Lana is a baddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Natalie, kind of annoying, but she's cool. She's cool.
Yeah, Natalie. It's like, all right, girl, you too smart for your own damn good. Shut your ass,
But
but I do like.
don't know.
But I do like the brother. The brother is funny. I freaking love the brother.
Which
Who,
brother?
Jonathan?
No, I'm talking about Clark.
Superman's Clark's brother. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's a creep to the show. He is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's hilarious.
I actually don't like that though, because like in the first season he wasn't funny at all, and then in the second season, he's funny.
I mean,
and it didn't seem natural.
You have to make him serious the first one, so people will take him seriously.
Yeah, I get that. I get that, but like I didn't the change was like kind of out of nowhere.
Oh, you think it was too quick?
Yeah, it's like you were trying to destroy, Smallville in the world last season, and now.
Well, it goes back to that great thing that we were talking about.
Yeah, but
that is true.
There weren't really any signs of that though in like the first season.
Yeah.
I get what TCK is saying. They kind of did force it because he tried to commit mass genocide in season 1. Then all of a sudden he's funny as hell in season 2.
Yeah.
That is a little bit forced. It was forced. Like they forced it.
It was forced, but it was not. It's not like annoying force though.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
Yeah. Well,
like,
because he is actually funny, which is the thing. Like if he wasn't funny,
they also kind of forced him. Like it's kind of funny because he gave trucks to Jonathan and Jordan. Like he gave them trucks.
Yeah. That's a flex move right there. There's like, yeah.
I'm like, how did
that one episode though in season 2, that Bizarro episode was terrible. I'll say that.
Which one was that again?
Where they went to where he was in the Bizarro world and it was they formatted that so weird.
Oh, where he went to to multiverse.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. And like Lana and like his brother were married on that world. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that episode.
That was bad. And it was formatted so weird too.
Yeah. That's probably. Yeah, that was that episode. Dang, we just turned this into a Superman. See, this is how bad DC is. We talked. I pulled up only one show, and like we're talking about it like it ain't no big deal.
To be fair, though, it is a good show. Like
it is.
It is a good show, though.
Because I was like, I'm not watching this, but I watched it. And I was like, that's pretty good.
It's like it was like I said, it was really because of when somebody told me who the director was, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out because that's my girl. I like Amy Jo Johnson. That's the girl. And now it's down to 2 black men. That's right. We run this stream now. We was cool. Yes, I ain't into that, but like I was just saying, like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I recommend everybody in chat to watch Superman and Lois. I like it. It's pretty good. It's a good story. It's very family oriented. It's like, think of The Incredibles if it was Superman and Lois and their family. It's kind of like that.
I'll put it this way: with Superman and Lois, like, and this is what like Marvel shows was missing because like they don't know how to put be telling stories on the other characters at the same time. Like, I think more of a Disney. It's part of more of Disney writing with their writing or whatever. It's where like Superman could be doing his thing, and that'll be the main focus. Lois can be doing her thing, and it's still pretty good. The boys can be doing their thing, and it's still good. Whereas where Kenobi's right here, or like Moon Knight is here, and like they don't got nothing going on, but like somebody else is doing something over here, and like you're trying to figure out what's going on there, and you're like confused, like
it's. I think that Marvel, they're writing right now, and I'm gonna say this right now. For all the writing issues that they have with the shows, Echo and Secret Invasion, yeah, that's right, the Echo show might be the best shows. Why? Because the writers, they had the Better Call Saul writers and the Daredevil writers.
Did you say the Stranger Things writers as well?
I think so, yeah.
Not the Duffel brothers, but it was someone else.
Yeah.
That's a mad combo.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like the Avengers of writers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the writing for this squad for Superman and Lois, they're good, man. They're good. everybody's interesting. There ain't no unlikable character where I could just point out and say, "Oh, I can't stand this person." Then they should be rid off the show. So, and far as like, what do you guys want for DC going forward? Like, you know,
I just want them to go like focus on like do separate stories, like do the Black Label stuff with like Joker, do the Matt Reeves stuff in Matt Reeves universe, do James Gunn stuff, let them get like, you know, characters that no one knows about and bring them up, build them up, because he can do that. You give him and have him do Green Lantern. That's just like
hell yeah.
I don't understand why it's taking so long to have a Green Lantern project.
Yeah.
I don't even care what it is now. I just want a Green Lantern project.
Oh, actually, they said at maybe this year's Comic-Con, they might actually announce the a Green Lantern project with Jon Stewart. So I'm not sure if that's just a rumor or whatever. But
they've been saying that.
But they've been saying that forever because like I've been hearing different things.
I'm at the point where I have to see them filming it, then I'll believe it. Not even an announcement will, like, you know, because that DC has a lot of announcements that they've done that they've scraped. They're supposed to be doing like 2 Superman projects, like a Superman show and like Jor-El Superman, and it's like you can't even bring back Henry Cavill. Like, what's going on here? It's like
They said. Oh, go ahead, RJ.
No, it's just. Did Henry Cavill, one of those? If you're watching, did Henry Cavill like sleep with somebody, like one of your wives, the exec's wives? I'm confused here. Like, I don't. Why won't you bring the man back?
They said allegedly, and take it with a grain of salt. They said that Henry Cavill, the only reason why he won't come back is like he wants Zack Snyder to be his director or whatever. Like, he won't come because like he likes that version of Superman or whatever.
Doesn't he have like a
I think I heard that too. Something with Zach.
Because they said that he was mad at Joss Whedon for like that horrible cut that they did, the theatrical cut they did.
They all were.
Yeah. So like Josh Sweetie Pie ruined it. Like said they ruined the sanctity of the character, and like they don't ever want to do that ever again. So they said the only
Josh Whedon is the reason why Ben Affleck is not Batman. He is.
Yeah, that's true.
But if that means Henry Cavill coming back, bring back Snyder for Man of Steel 2. Just do it.
And I want that black Air Force energy Superman. I want black on black Superman. I want him in the black suit, killing like taking out people, like straight up, like yo, Black Adam, what's up? What's good, homie? I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Like
I have problems with Snyder for Man of Steel, but I still think it's a good film. I think it's underrated. I think I would bring back Snyder for
Man of Steel 2.
Yeah. I would. Sorry. Okay. What was I saying?
You saying that you'll bring back Zack Snyder for Man of Steel 2?
Yeah, I would bring back Snyder for Man of Steel 2.
Well, I was thinking this though. Like, I know me and RJ have been saying that, if Black Adam don't slap, then it's like DC's like really screwed. So like, do you think Black Adam might have to save the DC universe though?
I don't even think Dwayne the Rock Steroid Johnson himself can save the DC. No,
I was gonna say,
joking, Dwayne.
I was gonna say, like, he said what's that quote he always says? The power in the DC universe about to change or something. He always says that line. He's supposed to be the savior in a sense because they're introducing a bunch of other characters within his film for the Justice Society of America stuff, and like potentially if this film really does well, it's gonna give more faith to them doing more team ups in the future with DC. What RJ was saying earlier on about the Justice League stuff, like I agree and disagree. Like I want DC to do group stuff, but they have been better doing the solo stuff, like the Batman, the Joker. I think as long as they set it up properly and we get Justice League and the potential for DC, if they can do more Justice League films properly, Injustice storyline, like look at the way the games do it. It's so well. Like if we could translate that to film, DC would be so insane, dude.
The thing is, I think we all agree on this. We do want Marvel and DC to do good, but it's just to the point to where do they want to do good? Like you get what I'm saying? Do you want to do good? Like, because my thing is this: if DC, let's just say DC actually starts doing good, that'll make Marvel want to start going back to their old stuff. Well, wait, hold on, we was the king at first. Oh no, we gotta do so something.
You're saying like you're saying this in like reverse psychology that Marvel might start to do what they did that made it great. Instead of trying the stuff they've been doing recently where it's like got too diverse and they're like kind of losing identity now.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm basically trying to say. It's like when you start actually becoming a because right now Marvel don't even see anybody as a threat. Like they just basically said like, listen, we're just gonna put this out because guess what? You guys are just gonna like it because we're Marvel or whatever. Whereas they should be like paying attention to DC because one D-list character named Peacemaker beat all your shows. I think you should be like not being too cocky right now or whatever. You got Superman and Lois. That's a good show. I don't think you should be cocky right now, Marvel. You should be paying attention to your opponent because sooner or later.
I don't think they need to worry about DC though, because Marvel have immaculate the success. Like they see DC, they're like, DC, we see you, but they're not like they don't worry. Even if DC was successful the next 5 years, Marvel have still outdone them with what they've done in the past 10 years. You know what I mean? But I think
what I'm trying to say is like this. It just meant like I want to get to the point to where like you have Marvel and DC doing good at the same time.
That's what I want, bro.
That's what we're trying to get at. Like like one is better than the other. I'm just saying like, man, just put out some good stuff. And so far on both sides, they just been not impressing me. So therefore, I really just it's to the point to where I'm just starting not to care.
King's gonna make his own. He's gonna make his own thing soon.
You should just cast Idris Elba as Superman. No, I'm joking.
Make him like British Superman.
Yeah, I'm joking. No, I'm joking because that's
from Krypton.
You're gonna say like, what? What'd you say?
No. That's from Hobbs and Shaw.
You're gonna have the Snyder fans on your head, like.
Chris Hobbs. I don't care. Bring him on. But no, I was joking because that's from Hobbs and Shaw, where he said, "I'm Black Superman." That's what he said.
That was funny.
You're gonna have 20 Snyder fans like in your inbox saying like, "What did you say?"
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Oh man.
Bring them on.
But yeah, man. Those guys. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's in a weird position. Like you got. It's to the point to where we're about to have a penguin show, people. A freaking penguin show, like Amanda Waller show. I don't know, man. I
don't know about Amanda Waller. Penguin, I understand because like I actually really liked him in the Batman. I think Matt Reeves is doing the right thing with that.
Whoa,
they didn't do a lot with him in the film.
Sweetheart.
I think the Amanda Waller show will be good.
I love that
because I trust James Gunn with it or whatever. But it just depends on which they're gonna make it an origin story, or are we gonna just do a like a continuation of the Suicide Squad Amanda Waller. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I would not mind an origin story because I know Amanda Waller's origin story is like really fucked up. And I should just you guys go check that one out. It's fucked up, bro. Like she had a hard ass life.
Yeah, it is. I guess we can transition. What's the next one?
We transition into our Marvel segment. It's called we're going to be doing Memory Lane Marvel, and we're going to be talking about Iron Man 2 and how it could have been, what you like about it, what you dislike about it, and how would you make it better. Shamu, you want to start that one out, bro?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Sus Moon, got your phone.
I was saying like for our Marvel segment, it's Marvel Memory Lane, and we're gonna be talking about Iron Man 2 and like what was the good thing about it, bad thing about it, and what
Iron Man
would
2.
change.
Okay, so me and RJ were on a call the other day, and he was watching someone on YouTube like they made a list all the
ranking
projects.
like all 46 MCU projects.
They put Iron Man 2 like below a lot of. They put shittier projects above Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2 is a fun movie. It's just that the lack of villain makes it pointless in some ways, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just to give us more with Iron Man. But I like the stake of, like, Tony having this issue, like the toxicity thing. Like, it's sort of like, oh, he's running out of time. He's got to solve this problem. That's almost like the real villain in itself. You don't have someone that's convincing like Whiplash, but obviously Justin Hammer was great. I think I'm glad they did that though, because it sets up more for Armor Wars.
Yeah,
because now we can do a lot more. And like, I actually enjoyed it. The film, I love the whole sequence with the F1 and that suit he has. It's a fun movie. I don't get overly critical with Iron Man 2. A lot of people do.
Yeah,
but I think people are expecting it to be like a blockbuster in that way, but it's not. I don't think they were trying to go that route about it, I just like the fact that all the villains Tony has, it's like they're trying to compete with his technology. And we get to see someone that does, and then someone that basically thinks we can do that shit, but we're going to do loads of illegal stuff with it. And you get some iconic moments in that film, like the whole thing about him saying like his Iron Man suit isn't a weapon for it's not illegal. I enjoyed the film, like just remembering it.
I like it.
Obviously, like at the time, people were very unsure about Don Cheadle when he came in as Rhodey, because like you had Terrence Howard, and I was like, okay, I heard all the stuff that happened, but like fair enough, like he did a great job, and I think he's proven how great he is as Rhodey.
Yeah.
I think it was a fun movie. It's just a fun thing to enjoy. It's not like a masterpiece or like what a film you'd remember like for the level of impact like when Winter Soldier or Civil War, but it was still fun.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a minute since I watched that, so I actually really want to rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it right now, and from what I'm getting, I think at the time, maybe people might have been overcritical of it or whatever, but
Jesus Christ.
Jacob. I think.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, carry on. That was just something I saw that just.
Sounds like you're in the toilet, bro.
I was going to say, Jacob, do you want to like speak? I think you might want to say something. The villain, pretty generic, but like I said, I mean,
yeah, very generic.
Early, but it's okay to tell a generic story villain. I mean, hey, you feel like you got screwed over by Tony. I I don't think that's a big deal. But my
Oh,
only thing
are we talking Iron Man at the moment?
Iron Man 2.
Oh god, dude, such a heavily underrated movie, for Christ's sake. Heavily
It is.
underrated.
I mean, we got Scarlett Johansson. That's a good thing about it. That was the
Oh my
first
god,
time.
I
This
completely
showed you.
forgot to mention her. They introduced the
Bro,
Queen
this
of
movie
Oatmeal.
showed you how to
Queen of
introduce-
Marvel.
Hold
The
on,
real-
hold on. This movie, I haven't spoken in like 40 minutes. I need to just put this out there.
I'm gonna let him take it. It's his show.
This movie shows you how to set up other characters and stories while still keeping the focus on Iron Man. There wasn't a War
There you
Machine
go.
spin-off announced after this, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I completely like ScarJo's my girl, so that is another reason why this
Everything
film
was actually
deserves more love.
top-notch in this movie, for Christ's sake. Like the
And she-
connection
arguably,
between Rhodey
the-
and Tony was strong. You know, everything was good.
Dude, she was arguably like the best looking in
She
this
was the
one.
first
compared to
female
both of them.
Avenger.
Yo.
Oh yes.
I was like, Home Alone 3, what?
And that one scene in the car.
Woo!
Oh, JCK, of course you would remember.
I
that.
know. I remember watching as a young boy.
Yeah, do you remember- yeah, I
like,
bet you got fond memories of that, son.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when
About
Happy?
the show of the Yuri
Had a
boycott
oatmeal.
in the back of the
Remember when
car.
Happy was trying to look?
Yeah. Eyes
That
on
was
the road.
everybody.
Yeah.
He was about to show her the Yuri Boyka special move in
He
the
was
back
about
of
to
that car.
risk it all.
How
I
did
was like,
Jacob's
who is
mic?
that?
How did Jacob's mic go from like toilet to freaking in the studio?
'Cause I
It's
moved
like-
it closer to my mouth to emphasize that, you know, the Yuri Boyka move was about to be enacted in the back of that car.
Wow.
But no,
No,
like
she was
yeah,
like, no,
ScarJo
I
was
don't
set
know.
up so well in that. That's how you set up a female character, not freaking
Yeah.
Brie Larson's Captain Marvel.
It's the only time you're ever gonna hear me say it, but that's the queen right there. That's homegirl right there, baby.
You don't get. That's my man Jacob
You
was
don't
saying.
write
You
it in
don't
11
do 11
days.
day script for Scarlett
Son of a
Johansson.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take one Top Gun
yeah,
Maverick.
that
over
was
script
dumb,
writing
bro. What
process.
the fuck?
But
11 days, people. 11 days.
11 days.
You
I've never felt more insulted in my life. Like fucking, you know, Captain Marvel, this, that, whatever. Like, how dare you? How dare
you
screw
put
over
less
the queen
effort
of the
into
MCU?
Black Widow,
How
man.
dare you? Fucking hell, you should give her the Sam LaRusso treatment. What the hell are you bloody doing over there?
No, they showed no
Hey.
mercy to her. Like
Fucking
Tories.
side, like, turning her into from queen to side chick. I don't know what you're doing, Marvel, but you're smoking something strong. Christ.
I mean, since we're shitting on Marvel, this might be a good transition.
Oh,
no, but I didn't talk about. I didn't talk about
we haven't talked about Iron Man 2, my guy.
Hold on, wait.
Nah. Let's
Okay.
give the people what the people want.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
on,
TCP,
hold on,
wait,
hold on.
wait,
hold on,
Nah,
Wait
nah.
a
wait a
minute.
minute.
This
Hold
is
on,
a
you
year
go
in the
first.
making.
You can go first when we go, okay? Just hold your
Oh, you're
tits,
damn
all
right.
Hold your oatmeal, son.
Hold your oatmeal.
I had to come to camera just for this bit.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, we're still talking about Iron Man 2 right now. You don't get to dictate
Talking about Iron Man 2.
TCK's like, I
Hey,
want to go
listen,
all in.
I'm going to give you the Terry Silver speech. Take all that anger and store it. You know?
Okay, let's hear that.
Sure.
Let's hear
Store
your.
it.
Oh. All right.
What
We might as well hear
do
it.
you have to say about Iron Man 2, RJ?
if I can,
Let
if I can ever
RJ
say it.
finish. Let I know. Fuck her up. I'm going anyway.
RJ just fell.
All right. I'm gonna make this quick because we gotta get to Thor: Love and Porn. Anyway, so I think that the problem
Yeah.
Iron Man 2,
Porn
I
Love
actually
and
really-
Thunder.
I actually really enjoy Iron Man 2. I just think the problem with it is that it's too simple and it's just safe. It wants to be a safe movie rather than being a good movie. Like it wants to be safe. Like, okay, it's the early days of Marvel. They just want to be safe. Because you can tell when you're watching it, they're trying to play it safe with the villain, the script, and everything. They're trying to
They
make
could
it
have done more, yeah.
Yeah, they could have done more. They didn't want to go all in. So
All in.
that's why
This was their third movie coming out. Yeah.
like I enjoy it. I like it. Like, but I get,
like it.
it's just too simple. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't really watch it a lot.
It does feel like a Phase 1 movie, definitely.
Yeah.
But
It's generic. It was straight to the point. I mean, like you guys said, we introduced some new characters. Scarlett Johansson. We got
I
Don
thought one of the
Cheadle.
best things about it.
I mean,
when I first saw Scarlett Johansson on screen, I was like, "Who is that?"
I will still never get over the fact she was the voice of Mermaid Man's daughter because I watched SpongeBob movie a lot growing up. And I was like, it was her.
So, yeah. You know what Iron Man 2 is better than? It's better than Thor: Love and Porn.
Oh Lord!
All right. That might be a hot take.
TCK, do you have anything to say about Iron Man 2?
Yeah, calm down, TCK. We gotta hit Iron Man 2.
What do you think about Iron Man 2 before we go on to the actual main event?
It's cool. It's a good movie. Let's go.
Damn, this guy doesn't have any patience. He's just
okay, but come on, like it's the time. It's time.
TCK doesn't want to take them for dinner. He just wants to go straight there.
Yeah. Okay. I want to call this dessert. Bro, I call this.
Nah, he ain't good for dessert, but he's got further.
You go past first base, huh? First base, huh?
He's already driving. He's already driving back.
You're already driving, huh? All right. Okay, calm down. All right.
All mute our mics.
Let's set the scene first. Last year, TCK made his grand entrance talking about Ragnarok and how it was trash. It was Skittles. And now, a year later,
what we calling it for?
Thor: Love and Saturday Night Live skit. And it is time. TCK.
The transitional phase. We will be talking about Thor, Love, and porn. I mean, Thunder. Porn.
We should have made a video.
You know what? TCK, go first. Go ahead, man.
You know what? I'm not even that mad. Let me tell you. I'm not even that mad. This is what the MCU has come to. A fucking orgy jokes, Saturday Night Live skit, literal children in the final battle. Literal children. This isn't even Skittles.
That made me laugh, though.
This is not Skittles. This is fucking candy corn. And who likes candy corn? No one. Raise your hand. Oh, King, don't tell me you like candy corn.
It's alright.
King looks like he was about to slap you from the screen. Like he's
nobody. I don't enforce my beliefs on anybody. You talking to the dude that likes pineapple on pizza.
Uncle Danny Watkins gonna come through the screen and slap you.
Keep going, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Movie, it made me appreciate Ragnarok more. I'm looking at Ragnarok in a whole new perspective. I'm like, well, at least it's not this, you know? At least it's not this movie. Because this movie was awful. This is awful. This was like one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It has the title of the Batman and Robin of the MCU now.
Everything about it. It looks terrible. The dialogue's terrible. Most of the characters are bad. It's paced terribly. All the fights bad. The jokes bad. Everything about this movie, it's bad. I mean, everything. But the one thing I'll say is Ragnarok, I like it a little better now. That's what I walked out of this movie saying. You know, one good thing is that it made me look at that movie better. But this movie was terrible. Absolutely terrible. What
was the worst part of it for you?
What was the worst? Like, just the big joke of it all. Like, I was talking to you guys about this, how literally it's making a joke about the previous stuff in the MCU. Like, they have an Infinity Gauntlet ice cream party.
Oh, don't even give me started on that fight.
The weapon that killed 50% of the universe for 5 years. Let's promote it as ice cream. This is Taika Waititi, that horny motherfucker. I mean,
oh no, you're saying it correctly, sir.
That man should not be directing an MCU film at all.
Anything.
Now you can direct some porno. Go do that.
No, I'm talking about Marvel, anything pop culture. He should not direct. No.
Oh no. He even said he doesn't do the research. He doesn't do it.
He literally. Did you see what I sent you guys this today? He literally said
on Variety that
got criticized. He said like, "Yes, I'm happy I got criticized." Like, this dude has a huge ego. He does not care.
He doesn't
respect the fans, the source material. He doesn't.
I don't like the fact he doesn't do the research. I've always been critical.
And he's about
like,
to get a Star Wars movie. I don't know why he gets the rewarded for that, but like, okay.
Like they did the same.
I hope that gets canceled.
He did the same thing again. 2 movies in a row. He took a dark storyline, a dark character, Gore the God Butcher. The God Butcher. That's not something.
Gore the Candy Butcher.
Yeah. That's not something that's light-hearted, for the whole family movie. No. That's not Thor Love and No, that's a dark storyline that you get Christian Bale, one of the best actors of all time, and you use him in 5 minutes of it. What?
But the way they set him up from the start as well.
The first scene.
So good. Why didn't you give us more of that?
Like, if I didn't hear any of the critiques about this movie from the critics, and I just saw that first scene, I'd be like, "Whoa, this might actually be good."
GCK, they had you in the first half, didn't they?
They did have me. First 5 minutes. then it turned to shit right away. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'd be fooled."
What did you think of that first scene with Thor? Because personally, for me, the thing I found funny was the fact it was so effortless for him to save the Guardians, and like the way he's like kicking the tank and stuff. I found that funny, but
I thought it was stupid.
I thought because me and Evan were saying this, like
everything was those damn goats.
We enjoyed it. The goat thing we enjoyed for a bit, but then like
but
Taika used a very old
2010,
joke.
I would enjoy it, but that's a 10-year-old meme. But
yeah, it was just there had lots of disappointments in it. Even though I enjoyed it for certain things, but it had a lot of disappointments.
It's clear that he didn't do his research because the Guardians,
you don't give a damn.
The Guardians aren't even like characters in this movie.
They were they were different. I thought I was the only one to notice that they were not the Guardians.
No,
Star-Lord is acting like he's high throughout the whole film.
Exactly, and they're looking for Gamora. That was the thing at the end of Endgame, where that's going to lead into Guardians. I would have liked some mention of that, because now it's just like they're joking.
You would be surprised if James Gunn kills them all.
Hey, all right,
I think the problem.
I want to go find Gamora, and Thor's like, all right, I understand and stuff.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think the problem is because originally Guardians 3 was supposed to come out before 4. Then 4 was then gonna come out, and they were gonna appear in that before their own movie. So I think they had to sort of switch it around. But yeah, I agree. Like we could have got a little bit of mention. Like when Quill says look at the eyes of the people you love.
Yeah.
Like they could have mentioned Gamora then. That could have been a smart insert.
Yeah.
Before he says bye to him, like we're gonna go find Gamora. Good luck on your journey. Like that would have been
clear
smart.
that Taika doesn't care about the characters. He just trying to get a joke to make you laugh, or he's just trying to see how far he can go with the movie. And they let him go far with it. I mean, it's a good movie.
I love
if you gotta shield protect this movie, then you're like for shield protecting crap because Taika Waititi even said he doesn't care about this movie. Like he specifically said, like I do not care, like at all.
Like, how many times are we gonna see this Thor storyline where he's trying to find himself?
That is so annoying. Oh my
God. He didn't this movie. He didn't this movie.
He did it in Ragnarok for fuck's sake.
Ragnarok. I mean, Infinity War was probably the best job of an Endgame.
I feel like Ragnarok was the one to do it because it's the end of that trilogy, right?
It
comes full circle. We get what was born as the badass 4, right? You have your foundation for the future version of 4. After Endgame, they even had badass moments there. The depression he had, they should have channeled that rage and fury and made this 4 just more wise, like Ruin King 4. Instead, Taika just completely washed out what the Russos put out there to start that foundation and just kept that comedic stuff going. And he even underutilized Jane. I think Jane was written so well in this.
I just don't think Disney needs Thor, bro. I'm being 100% honest.
How can you take a cancer storyline? How can you take a cancer storyline and make that so jokey? Like, I understand, like, there'll be moments where someone will like laugh it off, like, yeah, this is happening, but you want to sink in that emotion. Like, it's fucking hard. Thor's lost everybody. Now he's gonna lose Jane.
Yeah.
like the last thing now. Like he
And
really
that-
cares about.
that-
It's
We
like,
that
kill
reminds me-
Valkyrie off.
That also reminds me of the plot convenience in this film. Like that was the stupidest explanation on how Thor on how Jane became Thor. Like Thor.
Oh,
he was
yes.
dead. Protect her. Then
That
10
is
years
so
later,
lazy. Such
that
lazy
was-
writing.
I understand. Like
Somebody
I understand
actually
for-
said shouldn't Loki be in Valhalla too?
I said
by
that.
this
Yeah.
logic.
I said that.
yeah, because he
Loki
died
should
in
be
he
in Valhalla.
died in battle, and
Yeah.
even if you're not an Asgardian, you technically can go to Valhalla because that's the logic they gave us with Jane because she died in
Yeah,
a battle.
So that contradicts Loki, the show. We have new.
Yeah.
It contradicts Loki's arc as well.
because Taika just doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit.
Because you can tell like Heimdall's son, like
That
where
was
the
just
hell
random.
what there was no mention in the previous movies that he had a son, not one. And so the plot like it doesn't it's not like an MCU movie. Like
It's
it's
a SNL skit.
yeah. Like with
Yeah.
a big
No,
budget.
I gotta go. This movie is bottom. No, it
Just
is
let him talk.
bottom two. It is bottom two. When I
Bottom
saw
two?
it,
Damn.
yes, it's one of the worst. It's in my top 2 worst MCU movies I've ever seen. It's one of the worst movies I've seen this year. It is terrible. This movie lacks
Damn.
soul.
I wouldn't say worst ever, but
I don't give a shit. It lacks soul.
nah, I'm just saying. Like
lacks
I've definitely
everything.
seen worse.
I've trained you well.
There's been worse.
No. This movie
This
lacks
is pure hatred.
soul. It lacks what it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's just Taika having one big jerk off fest while he's filming shit. Wants to make an orgy joke every 5 seconds.
Gotta say is I'm glad that I didn't spend
See,
$10.
this is a problem. This is a problem with
Me neither.
Taika. Like, I think this is also a problem with Phase 4. We're getting more directors doing their thing, but at the expense of the
But this is a whole
MCU
new
MCU formula.
Hold on. I'm not done. For all these Marvel YouTubers, stop sucking this movie off. Stop shilling. Stop doing all this crap. This enough is
Are
enough.
you pulling out the Michael Jordan meme, RJ? Stop.
No,
Get
stop.
some help.
Some help. You need to stop it. Stop with the paycheck. This is getting annoying because this movie is not good. Stop trying to find reasons why it's good because it's not good. It's a bad movie. I'm tired of people doing this when trash movies. They did it with Venom 2. Venom 2 sucks. Okay, it's not good.
Venom 2.
It's a bad film.
It's just bad. It's okay. It's all right. We all like that.
You
All of us
character-
have like bad film that we like, but we gotta at least acknowledge that it's trash.
No.
You give this character
Hold on.
4 movies. You give him 4 movies, and you tell me the 4th one is the worst one.
Yeah. Also, hold on. No, this is what they do. They go out, they go to these premieres, and they say, "Oh, it's good. Oh, I
That's what I've
cried.
been saying.
I cried. I laughed." Bullshit. You didn't cry. You didn't laugh or anything. If you cry over this stuff, no, I'm sorry. Okay, the Jane stuff in the comics, that makes me cry. This right here, it makes me want to walk off and leave and say, "Hey, I'm going home. Buddy, you can find your own way home. I'm gone." Matter of fact, I'll go watch the movie Elvis. Screw this.
That's what I did.
You had a person next to me. It was like a dude and his daughter. They were laughing at every single thing. I'm like, wow, you think this is funny? Well, I feel so bad for you because this ain't funny at all. Well, guess what? I can
Too
see
much appeal to them. It's too much appeal to casuals.
Yeah, they were
For
casual.
sure. This movie was made for cats.
Well, that's just the thing, and that's what
the problem
Marvel
with Phase
Marvel
4. They're
needs to-
trying to appeal to more casuals. So that
Well, that's
OG
my
fans
that's
are
my
getting-
thing. They have to understand at the end of the day, casuals are casuals. They're gonna move on to the next thing. But if you keep on insulting the people that actually put into this, when I'm talking about put into this, I'm talking about either buy your comic, watch your cartoons, video games, or whatever. I'm talking
Well,
about
they
hardcore
really look
fans.
at the little details. Like we don't look at just one or two things. We look really deep into it. That's an insult.
And
to
I
that.
get, it. You're trying to appeal to the masses of people. It's not for us per se, and that's fine. But the thing is this: at the end of the day, once all the people leave, who's going to support it?
Yeah.
It comes back to us at the end of the day. It's come back to us at the end of the day.
Let me
and
go
guess what?
beat by beat with this.
You already lost your fan bases. Like majority of the people that were hardcore MCU fans, they gone. They're gone
now.
Yeah. They see the writing on the wall because then guess what? Articles are starting to come out saying that Marvel Phase 4 is horrible. This is not me just saying this anymore. There are people that have been protecting Marvel forever, and now they're turning their back on them. So that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me go beat by beat through this freaking skit of a movie. So the intro, beautiful. One of the best intros in any Marvel film. That was good. I liked it a lot. I was like, okay, you had me in the first half, 5 minutes, like TCK said, and then they go through the jokes where Thor is he turned into Flash Gordon in this movie for like the first 15 minutes.
They did. You do Flash Gordon,
and then he does this, and then he's like, "Oh, my superhero days are over." Bullshit. They didn't even start yet, you moron. And then Thor is so stupid in this movie.
Every movie,
and the CGI is horrible. The cinematography just looks like dried up paint. It just looks horrible, and the Jane stuff was forced. I don't think I like a single thing. I don't like anything about this movie but Christian Bale. He carried so hard with this movie. And I'm sorry. I'm not mad about this movie. I'm mad what they did to one of the greatest actors in our time in cinema. He literally wants to be the character. He'll lose weight for a role. He'll gain weight.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And you do that to him.
You should have utilized him more.
Bro, you have him defeated by a pep talk, like a CW episode of The Flash.
Utilize him. You
underutilize. And by the way, can I just say one thing? You gave away your cameo just by giving it away. When you just saw it on screen, where they said like something when they were talking about Hercules, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be the end credit scene.
Four mentions like getting a team together, like to stop Butcher, and then he just mentions a bunch of people.
And then Zeus, that scene.
That was the longest scene.
Wait, another thing I just realized: how did Olympia not like? Olympia would have definitely reacted more with the whole thing with Thanos. Like, why didn't they show more of that? Like, like Zeus is going, since this Thanos, like he could have said, like, we don't believe any threats ever since that happened, or maybe they take things a bit more seriously because he never took the God Butcher serious, but Thanos was a god and he freaking destroyed half of everything. So, how did they not take Gore seriously in the immediate moment?
Also, like, how is Zeus?
I think they were probably going to like. I guess they were saying like, it's not affecting us type of route or whatever, so it's none of our business.
Yeah, I'm assuming they definitely were. Yeah. I mean, Zeus did admit like he was scared and stuff. But
but how you?
To this point, who cares?
I don't care what weapon he has. If you get a whole bunch of gods to fight this guy, the gods are gonna win.
Freaking Zeus has a thunderbolt. Why is he scared? He's got four with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, them making Zeus scared is so.
That was so stupid. He's a god. He's like the god. He is the god.
I mean,
he's not a god. He's an orgy master.
Or the God Butcher. Like he did slay a few gods. They didn't show all of it.
But
that weapon can make anybody. And then the whole eternity stuff, like
they got the little Quan Chi.
Oh, also,
he looked a lot like Quan Chi and that shit.
That was Quan Chi, my guy.
Was pointless in this movie. She did nothing, but just
they should have killed her ass. I'm still vouching for that.
I thought Valkyrie was like
your king,
some bits, but I was kind of like
Did you
Why
guys
would
see
you
I'm
the
make
going
Old
it
for
so
that
Spice
really hard.
commercial?
Why do you make it
Please,
so dramatic with her pretending to die and then she survives?
can we just get those two to break
Did
up
you
so we
guys
don't
see
have
the
to see
old?
Tessa
Did you
Thomas
see the
stank
Old
look
Spice
face ever again?
Yeah, what do you say, RJ?
Did you see the Old Spice?
Oh my god, that was
like the
terrible.
Old Spice commercials.
It was
That's
one
what I
big old
said.
MCU infomercial, bro. That's what that was. That's what we got. It was MCU infomercial. Thanks,
They
Tiger.
were trying so hard with Valkyrie making her a king. Like, because I know King, like, you know, Thor was the king and he made her the king, but it still doesn't make sense. Who the fuck's the queen then?
No, but I'm sorry, but I am so sick.
It's just forced a few things.
Taika Waititi.
Everything's forced. in
Yo.
this movie.
Everything's forced. I'm tired.
I think there's very little that was forced.
You have to-
Like,
There's-
with like
hey,
the
it's-
Bale stuff's
it's
like the one
diversity.
thing that wasn't forced. Like everything else, you just see. I think the problem is, I bet we're gonna hear Tiger's like, "Oh, we improv like even more of this film than Ragnarok." I feel like
He
he's
did.
gonna say something.
He
about
did.
that.
You don't even need to say it. He
Didn't,
did.
didn't he say that he's gonna do Thor 5?
Oh, but that shouldn't be happening though.
No, I don't think. Look, did you hear what Tiger said? He said he was surprised to see that.
I don't
So
even
that
give a
means
fuck
maybe
about
they don't
Thor
even
anymore.
want him back for 4 or 5.
I
Maybe
don't care about Thor. I'm not watching.
I'm
it.
you know what? They
done,
probably considered they could get a director that could do a similar thing, but actually
Can we
cares
bring
about
back the
characters.
old? Who was the first person that did Thor? Like
He
the,
did it better.
It
That
was
movie-
Kenneth Brod.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Say what you
I
want
don't know
about
who he
that.
is, but guess what? We need him back. Okay,
Say what
we
you
need
want
him
about
back.
that
He was
movie.
great.
Say what you want about that movie, about Thor 1 and 2, but at least it was true to the character.
Dude, the speech between him and his dad when they were arguing, that
Yeah.
felt like Thor.
Dude,
like,
dude,
nine
dude,
worlds
why-
will take
why
over.
haven't we got-
Asgard looked like Asgard. Asgard was taken seriously. The people of Asgard were there was it was. A
Do you know
serious-
what? I would have preferred seeing like
Dude, the guy. Hold on.
I want to see that with Zeus and Hercules. I want to see that conflict we had like with Thor and Odin
Yeah,
in the
but
first
if
4
Taika-
movies.
dude that
You don't
directed
see that in the
that
next film. I'm gonna be
directed Murder
pissed.
on the
If
Orient
Taika's
Express.
directing, we're not gonna see that.
If Taika's directing, he needs to freaking like. He
Dude,
needs
don't
to
expect
respect
anything
what
from
fans
Tiger.
want.
If that movie comes out, Tiger Waititi's name on it, Tiger Titties, whatever his name is, I don't care. I don't respect him enough to know his name anymore. It's
I
gonna
think we
fail.
need
It's
to-
DLA.
I'll be
It's dead
honest.
on arrival. Don't even spend your money.
ending with the kids.
Oh,
First off,
oh,
hold on.
that looked like an
I'm
Airbud
not-
movie.
Heimdall's son,
movie.
but I was willing to accept it if it was a serious moment between him and Thor. But
It was
no,
earned.
if it was earned, yeah. But like, you know what I mean, though. Like, you could have had a scene with him talking about Heimdall to him.
Yeah.
Like,
We could have had a father and son moment,
They
but
could have
hey,
given us more with that.
but they just wanted to say Axel. My name is Axel. Like, what the hell is this?
do you
Just
guys
tell you
expect them to have a father and son moment when you have Disney at the helm? Hell no, I don't expect
tell you
that
what.
shit. no more.
I think the scene when Thor was like, you know, when he gave them the power of Thor, I think that was pretty cool because it shows you how powerful Thor is now. And then the whole thing, like him getting that was lazy. The way he made an enchantment. with
Eat
Mjolnir.
my hammer.
Also, plot convenient. Anything Taika thinks of, he just adds it to the script with no,
Yeah, that's the
background
problem.
out.
Taika's just kind of forgetting what's already been there. He just goes, "Oh, I'll just come in and do my thing and fuck off." Like that's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
And also, he literally made fun of the VFX artist doing his movie.
Yeah,
He
Bro,
made
they're gonna be annoyed at that. 'Cause
care.
They've been pissed off about
Doesn't
this
dude,
whole
care.
thing.
They're-
people just care.
dude. There are people that are like some of the top guys that do the screen stuff for Marvel MCU, and they said that they're done. They don't want to work with Marvel anymore. Like,
Yeah, because
it's-
Marvel not giving them enough time, like impossible deadlines.
they're not giving enough time, and they said that they're just bad clients or whatever. They
Yeah.
don't want to deal with it anymore.
That's what
That's
happens when
Disney,
you have
man.
6 movies and 6 shows in 1 year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And guess what? We're getting more. So
Yeah.
more bad content that's coming down the pipe. Ugh. But you know, hey, we got like I said, the only way I start watching projects is if we just start getting the writers, like what you guys talk about. The Echo writers got the former.
We need the good writing. That's
They
what
got
we
Better Call
want.
Saul.
Also, Korg's gotta die.
Devil.
I can't stand that rock.
Oh, can I say one thing about Korg?
Yeah.
I liked him in Ragnarok.
Annoying.
In this,
Good grief, man.
I'm just pissed off. Why haven't we got Beta Ray Bill yet? He was supposed to be in Ragnarok. He was supposed to be in Ragnarok. He would have complemented this story so much more if he was involved. Like
the way you could have had, the way you could have had this was the way you could have had this was Gore dies, and then like because of Gore dying, like the essence of the gods. I don't know. I'm making something up. It's better than what he got. It wakes Beta Ray Bill up. And then there you go. That's the real end credit scene. Not no punk ass Hercules. Okay, like I was not intimidated by Hercules. I already knew it was going. And you know what? They're probably gonna make a live action Hercules spin-off show for no reason.
But no, actually, King, I think that would actually be a good idea because Hercules is a fucking cool character. Like if they do him right. But I don't want Tiger doing that. I think they need. Like I honestly, Zack Snyder, someone like that needs to do the show.
This is the point where you do have to call in Zack Snyder. Like, oh, you guys need God work done? I got you.
Well, the thing is, I think the problem is though, Taika's made it a mess going forward, like that way.
Yeah.
The ending of Thor: Love and Thunder, like I just find it. I think it was sweet.
So
Chris
cringy.
Hemsworth was with his daughter. I feel like that's the only reason maybe Chris wanted that ending. Like, if my daughter can be part of it, cool. But it's kind of like. He's now a father. Yeah, him and Jane could have had kids, but they never really made that a thing anyway. They just rushed that in the fourth.
Dude, and the fact that they made Mjolnir a joke, not once,
Bro,
not twice, not 3 times, about 4 times, man.
I found that funny because we didn't see that before. I found it funny the first time, but then I was like, come on, like the hammers don't fucking talk like that.
Exactly. Like it's whatever Taika thinks of, he just adds it and hopes the audience just doesn't say anything.
The fact they had Mjolnir in a little basket at the end with makeup all over it. I'm just saying, like,
this is the fucking God of
Thunder.
Like,
that's not coming off. That's not coming off.
It will come off. It probably won't be in the next film.
It better.
It's like,
they better not make Mjolnir like a freaking. I
was talking to RJ while I was watching this movie.
It looks like one of them toys. You know the ones King always talks about? Like, looks like that now.
What'd you say?
No, not me.
Courtney. That's all I'm going to say. You might as well call it Courtney now. Like, don't call it Mjolnir.
What'd you say, King?
No, I was just saying, I remember just talking with RJ about this movie, like when it first came out. I'm not going to tell you how I got to access to this thing, but like, I was talking in the movie theater. And I was just saying how bad this was. I was live by live. I was saying like, RJ, bro, what the hell am I watching? Like, you guys actually like this? You thought this was good?
Like the thing is though, I was expecting it to be like Ragnarok, and it was, but I did not expect them to just go full on SNL parody porn skit. Like,
if you do humor, do it effectively. Don't overuse it though. Taika just doesn't. It's like this, right? Taika's like, I got humor. Fuck it, let's go all humor. It's like, no, let us take in the serious moments.
He's not even that funny.
Within the first 5 minutes.
No, I'm saying he's not funny as a director when it's other stuff.
I mean, like with the first 10 minutes going in, like I was like, it was like five or 6 jokes in a row where I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Like, all right, it's too much. All right. The first one was cool, but then after that, it was just like, oh, okay, it's gonna be this movie. Oh, damn. Ugh.
It's just a lot of messed up stuff. Like I
don't know which one is.
I mean,
or this movie. It's contemplating now.
Me and Evan did enjoy it, but I was thinking of so many issues with it at the same time. Like, I just think I feel like the next film will determine if this stays and ages really badly.
I think there should be another film. I think we should just.
For this movie, should have never happened.
The next movie can be one of the best MCU movies of all time. This movie will ever be trash.
Like the only way this film will look better is if the next film does better with the characters, like Zeus, Hercules. If they make Olympia a joke, I can't handle that no more because I'm done with that.
Like even if the next movie brings Thor back to what Thor should be,
we need to get the old director for Thor back. You need to be begging this man on his feet.
We just need somebody that respects the badass side of Thor and will bring.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
humor, but not in that annoying way.
At least with the old director, he kind of got the concept of Thor. That's how Thor is.
He had a clear vision.
Thor
Yeah.
should die.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. The first two Thor movies weren't like blockbusters, but you still got the concept of the
It's
character.
true
You
to
feel
the
me?
character.
It's
It
true to
takes
the character.
seriously.
So Thor's
Yeah.
going to appear in Guardians. I'm wondering how that's
What?
going to go down.
Really?
Well, he was going to be in Guardians
For
3.
what?
Remember?
But like they already dropped him off.
No, because I think in because originally, like, because Guardians 3 was supposed to come out before 4, he was going to go with them, remember? But then, because 4 was then moved to earlier, then like they separated them for the film. But I think they've clearly shown he's with what's his name?
Probably what they're probably gonna do is
They might just
the
replace
Guardians
someone
are going
like
on a
powerful in the
Guardians
movie.
go on a mission or something like that, and like they're trying to regroup the team, and then they just said like, "Yo, let's pick up Thor or
How are they
something."
gonna fight Adam Warlock? Those guys are gonna get their asses whooped. They need an OP character with them.
Well,
Like, none of the Guardians have an OP. They work well as a group, but they don't. They're not going to stop Adam Warlock. Like,
I mean, they almost died to Roman, so I mean.
So I think they need to.
he's gonna be a stranger.
Who is the OP character in that? Is Nova going to come help, or is there going to be another character?
I think it's Nova.
Well, Nova needs to come in anyway. I mean,
Adam Warlock ain't even no point in bringing him in because you know
freaking hell, they need.
main
They
thing
need
was to
Hyperion.
take out Thanos.
They
They
need
don't think
Hyperion for that.
they don't fucking get it. It doesn't make any. Okay, all right, MC. Well, I don't even care about the MCU no
Dude,
more.
You know what? Do you
It's
guys
whatever.
know funny? You know what? You want to know a funny thought? Imagine if Taika did Endgame and Infinity War.
Oh, what's up?
No, imagine if he did those. Can you imagine if the Russos never did that?
Oh yeah. Then I'll despise the MC even more.
Oh God.
That he would make Thanos probably a comedian.
God.
He would have probably given him loads of sus smiles and shit.
Oh God. Get rid, fucker.
This stuff was fun in Ragnarok for me, but in Thor: Love and Thunder, I thought they would have done better with a lot of stuff. And I want that serious badass old fucking Thor.
Me and Shamu talked about Thor Ragnarok before, and like I don't think it's a bad movie, but like you have to understand where the MCU was going. So like I can understand for that one instance why they made that movie kind of comical because it was basically the calm before the storm. You had Infinity War and you had the
very
Endgame.
dark.
So
if making Ragnarok really dark, it would have been too much, I think.
And so like I kind of forgive it for what it is, but with this movie, you're like, no, you just don't like Thor anymore. What is this? Why you hate Thor? What did Thor do?
RJ's crying.
It's like, what did Thor do? My theory is coming to correct, guys. And I don't care what nobody say. You don't have to believe me or whatever. But there's hardcore proof that the Disney MCU does not like Thor, and they do not like the Incredible Hulk. They keep on bastardizing these dudes every chance that they get. I'm telling y'all, man. Like, listen, they need a chance. They need a chance.
I think the problem with Hulk is the Universal stuff.
Yeah, that's the Universal thing.
I think they ruined Hulk because of the Universal stuff, but
yeah,
that annoys me as well. It's like, why didn't Marvel just go fuck you and just do it? Make the movie. I mean,
make the movie, pay the lawsuit later.
It's so much more to it. I see it. There's so much more to it than just saying they bastardized Hulk and Thor. I think it's just where Marvel are trying to go, but it doesn't work for people like us because we see the potential. How have you gone from bringing me
it goes back to what the writers do, and they keep on trying to put themselves into the movie.
Like I said this to RJ. If you talk about faithful directing, even Eternals, just objectively about directing and how directors have been able to do their thing, it's fucking amazing, okay? But if you're talking about writing and how they've tried to achieve the things that the older MCU films did and Phase 3 and stuff, they've lacked on the writing and the decision making. I rewatched Doctor Strange, and obviously the whole Sam Raimi stuff, it's fucking amazing for that. There's decisions in it that, ruin it. Before Love and Thunder, writing, the Disney Plus shows, writing, 6 episodes, too short, rushed. It's a common problem we're seeing, and like they're forgetting what made them great. Why get rid of the fucking thing that makes you great? You're supposed to add to it. A bowl of oatmeal is good on its own, but if you add bananas, honey, some sugar, you make that shit even more amazing. That's what the MCU needs to do. They need to have a bowl of oats and add the honey and the banana and the strawberries to it.
Exactly.
That's what you gotta need. Not taking that shit out and putting salt on it. You know what I mean?
Disgusting. Yuck. Fucking hell.
They're making dirty oatmeal right now. We need healthy oatmeal, not dirty oatmeal. You know what I
sick
mean?
of these Marvel YouTubers. You know who you are.
I'm just calling you out.
No, I am, because I'm sick of this. When they said, oh, this is a great film. It's so emotional, and it makes you laugh. Bullshit. Crease voice. Okay? No. Bullshit. I had enough. This is annoying. Like,
Jacob would have loved your rant.
It is so annoying how every Marvel property, every single one, even the Sony ones, they're like, oh, this is good. This is a big movie, man. It's so good. It sets up this. It sets up that. I don't care. Was the script good? Was the acting good? Was the directing good? No, it was not. It was trash. Bollocks.
Trash ass.
Trash ass. Bum ass. Thor loving bitch ass. No, this movie's terrible. This movie's terrible. Like, even guys.
I'm just hoping everything ages well with Phase 4 because a lot of it is forgettable.
Thank God for No Way Home.
I mean, No Way Home. I think Doctor Strange is definitely better than For Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it is. It is.
I actually think it's better when you rewatch it because you really get to. There's obviously the things with Wanda and Strange not really being as powerful, but I was rewatching it and I actually enjoyed it more.
Multiverse of Madness is just like a 7 out of 10 for me. Thor: Love and Skit is just is not even a 1. It's just a straight 0. I don't care.
I'll give it
a 2 for Christian. You know what? I'll be nice. I'll give it a 3 out of 10 for Christian Bale because he just.
That's what I give Eternals all the time.
I think for I'd give Doctor Strange a higher rating than 4, definitely.
Yes, but I'm sorry. This is 3. Bottom of the
bottom. They're already making excuses on I don't
want to hear it.
It's like,
you know what?
Yo, man, your movie ain't about to even break even. It's about to be a flop. They don't want to admit it. Like, it's about to be a flop. Just say
I thought TCK was going to give us the rant that we got in Ragnarok. I feel like the TCK of this stream for that rant was actually RJ.
No, man, because I'm sick of this. Like, every
no, it's like Ragnarok was TCK's resentment, but now I think For Love and Thunder is RJ's resentment. Like, we're going to remember the RJ rant, not the TCK rant.
Because it's not even the fact that the movie, I expected it to be like Ragnarok, but they just turned that shit up to 11, more than 11 herself.
That's what a lot of people were worried about. Just amping it too much. I think they could have. What they should have done is kept the humor from Ragnarok, if you really want to go with that, but then make it more serious. That would have made it a fucking amazing movie. Would have shot on Ragnarok.
But this movie, somebody had the nerve to say that this movie is better than Iron Man 2. What? You kidding me?
Shall I tell you why I enjoyed this film?
Are you on drugs? Crystal meth? Breaking Bad?
I'll tell you another reason why I enjoyed this film. I did have low expectations because I knew, like, if they do certain things, like they go too much with the humor, then I'm not going to be surprised. But that's why me and Evan didn't really have issues. It was just I enjoid it for just the little.
I had low expectation. I had lower than the low expectations.
Man, I did too.
Some people love this film, and if they just love a fun film, they can just enjoy and chill with. Fair enough, that's what they want. But obviously, not everyone's going to be happy with it.
Oh, I had low expectations.
I think this is the Last Jedi of my MCU, perhaps.
No, because the Last Jedi is divided. This movie, if you're divided, you're a moron. All right, either on one side, either trash.
Because I've seen a lot of people saying they like it, and
so I'm missing some good fun.
No, hold on. Either you think it like, listen. No, I don't want to hear about dividing. No, this is the wrong word. Multiverse
This
of
movie is
Madness.
it goes down to you're just wrong.
No,
Wait, well, hold on.
We know.
Give me some context. What am I missing out on? Fill me in.
Thor, love, and porn. I mean, corn.
Oh, fuck that movie.
hold
Yeah, fuck that scum movie. Get rid of that.
I was saying to the boys, because there's been so many fans that are divided with it. Is it like the Last Jedi of the MCU? Because we were saying,
Doctor Strange is that movie. The Thor: Love and Thunder is you know what it is? It's the holiday special of the MCU.
Yes, it is. I agree with that. It is.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Can we stop as a fandom, as a community? Can we please stop this thing where we just say, "Oh, this movie is divided. It divides the fandom." No.
No, it just sucks.
The movie has to be somewhat good. This movie sucks.
Let's keep it 100 here. Some movies just suck. Like, it's okay to like bad movie.
This movie is a bad film. Bad.
I'm just gonna take something out of my boy Young Ripper. I'll say something that Young Ripper will probably say. Man, guys, let's just sit back and just take a moment of, can you just admit that something just really ain't that good? It just sucks. It's okay. I like bad stuff too.
Do you know what this is? This is the Batman and Robin of the MCU. That's what this is.
The thing is though, with films, like,
so heartbreaking.
You can hate a film, but there'll always be someone that likes it. That's just
how
it is.
Sure. So I wouldn't want it.
That's why I don't get too much into it's so shit. Like, I just go fuck it. If it's shit, it's shit.
I mean, you're talking to a couple of us that like the prequels. I mean,
hey, watch it.
I like the prequels too, Jacob. Relax. It's just
where you're going with that, Danny boy.
Hey, I'm just telling it like it is. You got people that like prequels. Hey, I like Batman, Robin. I know it's trash. I like it.
We all have our shit.
We all have bad movies that we like or whatever.
I'm trying to think of the film.
But if you're in delusion and say like, "Oh, this movie is good. This is Oscar worthy."
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a curveball. Next Karate Kid or Thor: Love and Thunder?
Next Karate Kid.
Next Karate Kid, 100%.
Go with Julie Pierce.
I'll take Thor: The Dark World over this.
I agree with that.
Okay, this is something that's annoying me though. People are now saying Thor: The Dark World was an amazing film. It was shit. Don't start giving.
That's what people are now saying. No, they did the same thing with the Chasm universe now.
Like Thor: The Dark World.
This is what's pissing me.
Bad.
People need to stop giving old shit love because of a new film being like don't.
You can't do that. No, keep that same energy. You said it was bad. It was bad. You keep it like
that. Pisses me off.
That's a good point that Shimoon raises, is that because of Infinity War and Endgame, everyone hates the first Avengers and says it sucks ass.
Everyone was hating on fucking Age of Ultron when Age of Ultron set the fucking foundations for Infinity War and Endgame.
Honestly, I didn't hate Age of Ultron when it first came out. I thought it was rather okay. I thought it was like
I just wish the movie was more reflective of what the trailer had. Be right back.
Yeah, the tone. Yes, I agree with that.
I thought it was good though, but it wasn't reflective of the trailer.
Mofo.
It's like, and then, I mean, I had to humble a young kid talking noise to me, talking about like Phase 4 was good and the writing was so good. I was like, I'm sorry, kid, but I'm about to hurt your feelings. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of reality check on why the Phase 4 ain't. He had the nerve, people. He had the nerve to tell me that Phase 4 is on the same level as Phase 2 of writing. And I'm like, do you know what happened in Phase 2? Do we have to go down the movie list? Like, do I have to embarrass you in front of everybody? I had to get out the belt, man. I'm sorry, I had to get out the belt. I had to, like, no, stop it. No, it's not good, man. Stop it. We gotta stop giving excuses for bad stuff, okay? You might like it. That's fine. You have every right to we gotta throw it out there again because some people think we probably ran it on stuff. Hey guys, it's okay. You can like bad stuff. I like bad stuff. RJ likes bad stuff. Shimoon probably likes bad stuff. You can like bad stuff. TCK and Jacob. We all probably have some movies that we all like.
Wolverine, and that's a bad Wolverine movie.
I'm trying to think of a film that a lot of people don't like and I like. I'm just trying to think on top of my head. That's not
because, like I said, I like Batman and Robin. I like some of the Star Wars sequels. they're not considered good movies. I know they're not great movies, but I like them. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, you guys! This isn't even related to that, but I just want to bring it up. Did you guys see something about Boba Fett season 2?
What?
There was. Oh my god, I had to bring this up because I don't know if you guys saw it or anything, but there was like this thing that leaked about the Mando season 3 trailer, and it said about apparently another season for Boba Fett. You guys have to look it up, man. Because I thought this was on the agenda. I completely forgot. I forgot to mention it to you guys.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're gonna laugh. You gotta check it out.
I've had enough of this shit. I've had enough. Stop it.
Had enough, motherfucker.
Enough of this shit. What?
This is where we at. This is what you get, people. Disney will wear you out, man. They'll wear you out and tear you a new one, man.
God damn.
RJ, just take a walk.
We don't. I mean, this is sad, man. Like, this is really, really just. It's just sad.
Brother. San Diego Comic-Con next week better slap, because if it doesn't.
What's up?
San Diego Comic-Con better slap next week, because if it doesn't,
and they say, why? Call it human nature saying, why? Why you treat me this way? I don't like living this way.
Oh, yeah.
The person was trying to tell us something, man. He was trying to tell you something. Y'all guys don't know nothing about. That's how the old heads be talking about. Y'all don't know nothing about this music. Oh man, yeah. So, but yeah, man. Come on, the X-Men movies. Those were not good, but like, hey, you can like them. That's what I'm saying. All we're just saying is.
Admit it's trash.
Just admit that it's trash, and then
don't be a shell.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. That is a terrible movie, but I watch it from time to time. Honestly,
I think this one is pretty. I think this one's fairly okay. I think it's like 50-50. I guess you could call it the Last Jedi of the X-Men universe, but the Wolverine when he goes to Japan.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right. It's pretty. Yeah. It was like I said. It was a generic story.
Logan's still the best. Like,
yeah, Logan's still the best. Tell me for all. It's like 5 miles.
My head.
For 3 hours straight, you won't say nothing.
Where the hell did TCK go?
TCK said this statement was so bad he had to go.
No, we don't know why he left. We don't know why he left.
Maybe he had to go.
He was on Dodgers and offline. That's why he left. Yeah, I think he's slick.
Don't worry, TCK.
No. Actually, let's start talking about TCK now. How do you guys feel of TCK's assessment today? Did it live up to the Ragnarok rant hype, or was it a bit of a disappointment, like the Thor: Love and Thunder film for you, RJ? Should we rate TCK's rant assessment?
Not even just I expected it to be that, but Jesus Christ, like what? That I couldn't.
Wait, what's the next topic, by the way? Should we get to the next topic?
It's gonna be Cobra Kai, but I still want to kind of, finish this up a little bit. But like,
I don't know what to say. But you go ahead, Mr.
No, we could talk about like San Diego Comic-Con next week.
Yes. Actually, we need to talk about that. I think Namor's been fully introduced to us. I think
we can talk about San Diego Comic-Con, and then I guess at the 2-minute mark we'll start talking about Cobra Kai.
What Ray J sent me just now, the banner. If they're gonna have Namor on it, I reckon they'll just reveal the Namor actor and shit like that.
Yo, in that picture, Namor looked like Shia LaBeouf, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
And there's
glasses on, so
they had Spider-Man on it too, with the new suit, the finale suit.
It is gonna be Spider-Man's face. Let's be real.
They gotta have some Spider-Man out. Something. Freshman year, please. Can we get some freshman year stuff?
Yeah, because.
So, are you nervous about the Fantastic Four cast though? If they might get announced?
Me? Okay. I
kind of, but me and RJ, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Yeah, I think this would be kind of fun, so we could do this. I did like a fan cast, so I got. It's probably not going to be John Krasinski as Reed. They'll probably bring him back for council reads, like you said, Shamoon. So my read is Penn Badgley. He's a good actor. He's on the show called You. Really good. Has a lot of range. My Sue Storm will be Elizabeth Yale. Check her out. She's a good actor, pretty too. But I think this would be our big break. This would be like a big break role for her.
Look, I can't remember her.
Either her or Amanda Seyfried. But this could be like a big break for Elizabeth Yale. I think she's a good actor. I think that this could be like a big break.
Yale.
Elizabeth Yale. L-A-I.
Oh, Yale.
My Human Torch. Johnny. I want Joe Keery as Johnny. That's what Johnny Storm? Sign me up.
Dude, that is the best casting.
Sign me up. And the thing, I'm not sure. That's like, I don't.
Anybody to be the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've heard rumors that Jason Segel, as far as the director, they're trying to get a big time director because they don't want to take any chances on the Fantastic Four, which is understandable. But
Bill 3 times. Yeah.
I give it to Bryce Dallas Howard as director. Just have her direct the film, or she's killed it with the Star Wars Mandalorian stuff. Or get Edgar Wright. Can you get Edgar Wright in the MCU? He has to direct the MCU movie, please. He already wanted to do it one time. Get him to do it.
Do you want to still talk about a little bit of the Thor and Love and Thunder, sir? Since you've been out of the loop, it's your show.
Well, where are we at right now? I don't understand.
We kind of finished saying our say. We were just about to hear what you're saying.
San Diego Comic-Con for Marvel this week. What are our hopes for it?
On that. So I think with Thor, I made it very clear how I feel about that dumpster fire of a fucking spit of movie. And it breaks my heart because there's a great movie in there. And they sacrifice it for porn jokes every 5 seconds. Thank you, Taika Waititi. You didn't need to tell me your category, sir. Anyway, with the announcements coming up, I'm excited because I think this is the juicy part of where we're going to get to. I think Phase 4 will be regarded as, even though Phase 4 could have this thing upon reflection where maybe we go, you know what, Phase 4 set things up that Season 5, I'm thinking of Cobra Kai, Phase 5 paid off. I think, it's exciting where we're going forward, but like the Miss Marvel and credit scene with her being the first mutant, quote unquote, and then using the X-Men theme in there, I'm kind of like, right, what are you doing here? So I'm cautiously optimistic, I think Blade is definitely on the cards, obviously. That's definitely going to be there. Fantastic Four is going to be talked about more. And I think we'll get our first look at probably the next Avengers level type of thing, whether that's like a contained story or Secret War stuff or whatever. But I'm hopeful. Maybe it's just a bump in the road. Maybe it's just a slump that we got to get through. Just a load of But this phase overall, man. But I do hope that Phase 5 that we get into the.
It goes back to what I was saying, like all the time. It's like, yeah, Marvel can do. I believe Marvel still has it. It just is. Do they want to do good?
We don't need, because there's this big misconception going around that a lot of the criticisms that people have of Phase 4 are down to the fact that we're not getting Infinity War and Endgame in Phase 4. Get that shit out of here. That has nothing to do with it.
It's a fucking cool down phase, so there's not going to be any major.
That's irrelevant. We don't need that here. Like, my problems with Phase 4 as a whole is just that it feels like nothing's really. Like, there's like 50 million things being set up. There's like every character getting a backstory. Like, there's just too much being thrown at one time. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if Phase 4 was spread out a bit longer. I think that's my main issue with it. But you know, what you were saying earlier, Shimoon, is a very good point. That just because, like, put it this way, when I say I'll take the Dark World over Love and Thunder, it's mostly due to the fact that I
hate it when
prefer
fans do this.
you know, but let's not excuse the fact that Dark World in and of itself is a mess. Like, it's like how No Way Home has made TASM 2 look better, but the script, Harry's dead, all that kind of malarkey, you know, Harry's dead, and all that shitstorm. Like, it still exists. Like, it's like with Star Wars sequels. The sequel trilogy is what it is, and the prequels are kind of seen in a more better light, but the prequels still have their problems. Like, that's not, you know, it's that kind of importance, which is very important.
There's a lot more people saying. There's a lot more people that are saying what we're saying. Like, listen, you just gotta call the MC out for what it is, and you know, you can't. Not everybody in the fandom is like anti MCU. It's like we like the MCU. It's just that it's just like you have to point it out, or else they're gonna keep on making it, and if you keep on making bad stuff, nobody's not gonna buy it. You're not gonna keep on putting money towards something.
And here's the thing, though.
Go ahead, RJ.
No, good. I interrupted you.
You go.
All right. Anyway, so.
Sure. I'll carry on. Okay.
I'm a die-hard Marvel fan, comic book fan. I like comic books. So, like, if I come off harsh, if I say, like, it's just, I want it to be good, okay? Like, it hurt. Get that shit out of here. Like, it hurts when stuff is not good. That's basically why it comes from, like, because when you go into, like, seeing a new project and it's not good, right? It can kind of, like, you know, it rubs you the wrong way. And like King, he says, like, when you're consuming it and you're putting money into it, that's another reason. But also from a fan's perspective, it also hurts because you want it to be good. And when it's not good, you're like even there, for instance, TASM 2, when it first came out, I was like going back and forth with my friends, like, there's some good qualities in it, but I had to come to the conclusion, like, it ain't good. It's not a good movie. Like, but I was putting my Spider-Man bias and my love for Spider-Man, and why I wanted it.
You have to put it to the side. Like, you just gotta see what it was.
It's okay to literally say it as this, that it's just a guilty pleasure. Like, it's that's what it is for me. I actually low key really like it, but there is a lot
and
of
you have
issues.
the right. The thing is, you have the right to. Like, that's just the thing. People believe that because you like something bad means that you're a loser. No, whoever says that, they're a moron. You have the right to like bad stuff. You know. You have let me tell you something for just experience. You have the right to like bad stuff. And anybody that tells you that you don't have the right to like whatever you like, then they're a moron and they're not open-minded, and they should probably walk to the pit of Tartarus and then jump off the cliff or whatever. The thing is, what we're trying to say is, when you Civil War is a good comic book.
Thank you. Carry on.
The thing is what I'm trying to say is, when you put money towards the video games, movies, cartoons, whatever, you have the right. I don't care what nobody say. You have the right to, like, kind of critique and criticize about somebody's products or whatever. Because at the end of the day, without customers, you have no business. This is business ethics 101, and it seems like the MCU has turned their back on people, and they just say, "Damn what our customers say. We're gonna do whatever we want because there's gonna be some morons that's still gonna buy it and everything."
On that
but
point, what's not helping their case is you've got, and look, Taika did an episode of Mandalorian that was really good. But it doesn't help that you've got him kind of just, gallivant, just running rampant, and saying whatever the hell he wants just to piss people off. Like, I understand. Let's be real. Some fans are asking to be told. Like, let's just I didn't get what I wanted. Like, some fans are like, no.
And also, like the Ralph Bonner thing.
But you know,
I'm convinced that was towards the fans. That was towards.
But why is it at the moment it's such an us versus them kind of thing going on? Like right now, like there's like a massive divide between like fan / customer and
but
distributor.
but get this, and you know what? Once again, I'ma still shout out to Young Ripper. This man made 2.5. This man made $2.5 million today. I was on his stream today.
Nervous drinking, by the way.
This man said, like, listen, I got the books done, I got everything done. I'm just asking for your support, your dollars or whatever. He didn't turn his back on it. He already knew what he's doing good stories and everything.
Oh, no.
I'm going to buy his comic book, not just because I like Ripper or anything. It's going back to he's even said it in his trailer. He says, "Listen, I'm not going to put my personal beliefs inside this book. I just want to tell a story and give you guys what you want."
Every creator will put, every creator or artist will put themselves in their vision regardless, because you have to have an investment in what you're writing. But it's how you do it. Do you do it in an overt way where you smack someone in the face, or do you do it like subtle undertone, like have it in the offset? Different levels to it.
Stan Lee even said it himself. He said, like, I had some of my stuff that I personally believed in, but I made sure I put it in the background and still focus it on the character, because like the stuff what I personally
like you see it in every Marvel comic is there, but it's
He basically said he put it in the background. He said, like, this is how I feel about that particular subject, but that's not about that. I'm focusing on Spider-Man. I'm focusing on Black Panther. I'm focusing on the first family of Fantastic Four. It's in the background or whatever, but it wasn't the main thing. For some reason, once again, I don't think Marvel wants to make money anymore, because as soon as they basically just turn it like this.
Well, it's like, as I said the other day, that Marvel has gotten to a point where Marvel has gotten to a point where it's kind of like they feel like they're at a point now where, and it comes across in how they release their stuff and the way that they're letting their directors talk to people, that it feels like they're untouchable. And Marvel, I've got to extend something to you. You've been in this position before. Don't make no mistake. Like, you may have built a universe, whatever, but even Westerns died out. Like, there was a massive time where, like, from the 1940s to the 70s, Westerns were all the rage. And then the space stuff happened, and then Westerns died off. Like, the MCU can die off, and fatigue has already set in with some people because the formula has become tired. But aside from that, it's come on, man. Aside from that, it's just kind of like slow it down. Like, you're releasing so much, it feels like you're just putting shit out there with little effort than you used to have in it. It's like you can just put out anything, people will show up, and that's the end of it.
But I'll say this, and then we'll move on for the final subject of Cobra Kai. I'll say this. I put it like this. I always ask people this, and nobody seems to give me the right answer. How is it that the Japanese could come to America, open up the American doors up to the big two called Marvel and DC, kick them out of their own company, take a big pocket?
Jesus.
Trying to get me fucking monetized out, dude.
What?
I'm gonna carry on. It's best to not. Just carry on. Shamoon, I'm gonna kill you. I'm actually gonna strangle you, and I'm not even joking. Carry on.
What? Okay.
All I'm gonna say is Star Wars theory and Den of Nerds. You know what I'm talking about. If you watched it, they had a funny moment.
You know if you know. Shamoon.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I already get it. No, but what I was about to say is this:
carry on. I fucking.
Well, was gonna make this good point, but thanks, Shamoon.
You go ahead. I can see it. Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I'm essentially like the Japanese kicking America out of their own door, taking a big dump in their toilet and tell them to flush it. That's basically what anime has done to the big two. No one cares about comic books. They don't like. This is sad. I see more people ripping more Japanese stuff than more American stuff.
And on your point, King, I do agree with what you're saying, but I think that this is a big week for Marvel. They're going back to San Diego Comic-Con, and I think that with the thing I sent you guys in the chat about that, I think that we're gonna get some new stuff that I think we're all gonna be excited for. We're all gonna get hyped for it because that's what we do as fans. But I just think that this week will be telling where they're going. You know, what's their plan. So Saturday is a big day for Marvel. Hulk, it's kind of like that game you have to win, where you have to win for the division, the sake of the division in a football game. And in December, you got to win for a title division. And if they don't deliver, I don't know what's gonna. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con better deliver because there's like a lot of hype around it. Like there's a lot of hype around it because it's supposed to be like 2016 and 2019, so you know you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I agree with you boys.
Fingers crossed for Jesus Christ. Fingers crossed for you know, a brighter MCU going forward. And the thing is, they've got it in them to pull it out the bag.
They can do it.
So they can do it. They're nowhere near as bad of a spot as DC or Sony. So, you know, but they can get to that level if they keep this up. Like, you know, make no mistake.
I was just about to say,
you know,
the moment you get too cocky is the moment that you already failed. Like it's just so. Don't remember MCU.
Your overconfidence.
You were this close from getting bought out from Sony one time. So let's not get too cocky here, sir.
Ooh, that's buddy.
Yeah, it's best to not get too cocky because you never know. Jesus, emphasize. It's best to not get to that level because any person of that seat can fall, you know. But I have faith that Phase 5 will be better. It's just Phase 4. I'm in it for No Way Home, maybe Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's the only two I'm going to rewatch. The rest I'll just see a few scenes here or there. You know.
I am hyped for this.
I will only
please get out of the era, you know, Marvel and Star Wars. Can you stop pretending to kill characters? Like, can you even Stranger Things? Can we get out of this era of pretending to kill people? Like, can we stop this now? Like, I mean, it's like Icarus in Eternals. You know he's gonna be fine. God's sake. But let's transition on to our next topic.
I mean, that's how I feel about Dragon Ball Z sometimes. All right. It's going to be the final subject for tonight. We will be talking about once Kreese leaves prison and he returns down to the burned down Miyagi-Do. What happens after that? How would you guys see that scene setting up?
Ooh, so like the theory that we've had about Miyagi-Do burning down.
Miyagi-Do is already burnt down. Like Miyagi-Do lost to Terry Silver in this scene, and like basically, Kreese has been out of prison already or whatever, but now he's just returning there. Like, how would you guys see that happening?
I think that I could see, like, let's say that Kreese has already been out of jail, right? And it's been like a couple episodes, and he comes, or no. Let's say he's been out of jail for a bit, and then Miyagi-Do's burning down, and let's say, I'm gonna set the scene. Let's say Sam, Dimitri, Hawk, they don't know what to do. They don't know where Daniel's at and stuff. And Kreese shows up, and then you get the character interaction that we've always wanted to see and stuff, and he helps them put out the fire. It could be like the start of Kreese's redemption. Like could you imagine Kreese helping put out the fire at Miyagi-Do? Like,
yeah,
I think that could be
poetic.
something good.
Yeah.
But that's what how I would do it, how I would write it.
I feel like a mad echo coming from someone.
Yeah, where is that coming from?
Yeah, where is that coming from? But yeah, I completely agree. I think, first, we've got to have a bit of resistance before Kreese just straight up teams up with everyone. I think,
Yeah.
at first he's going to want to go his own way. And then what's going to end up happening is he will team up with everybody in the long run, but to get there, he's got to have that kind of, like Robbie had that back and forth in season 3. Would he join? Wouldn't he? Would he join? Wouldn't he? And then the end of the season, then he does. It'll be like that, and then Kreese will live kind of like in the same kind of limelight where he's offered maybe by Daniel to help, and then he's like, I'll do it my own way. I don't need you in your Miyagi-Do karate. He'll try and do it himself. He'll fail. He'll realize that there's too many. And it will be a business transaction.
Business transaction. Magneto and the
It's not like
X-Men.
they're going to be running through the meadow in Miyagi-Do, smacking each other on the arse with towels and stuff. Like, make no mistake. Like, it's pure business. Pure business. Like, it's...
Yeah.
This guy's got 9 dojos worth of people. We've got Chosen, Kreese, Daniel, and Johnny. Like that, Julie as well. Sorry, Evan. That's 5 senseis right there. Throw in Mike Barnes, why not? 6 senseis of greatness to combat the main threat. Like that. That is how you go all in.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I think it's, especially with the way Kreese kind of was pre-season 4 towards Daniel and Miyagi-Do, treating it kind of just like, I'll stub my cigar out on here, oh, this nice,
Honey crisps,
flowers, whatever else,
Honey
all that kind of
crisps.
stuff. But I think, he's got that kind of conflicted nature about him now. It was always there, but, you don't give him that Betsy flashback for nothing. So, it's... He's essentially the Darth Vader of the show, more or less.
And I think the guy that plays Stingray kind of gave a little bit away, but I think Kreese is gonna get out, and then he's gonna probably use Stingray for his advantage or whatever. Terry doesn't know that.
Oh god! Imagine if Stingray's fate in season 5 is getting beaten up by both Kreese and Silver to one up the other guy.
Yeah.
Like, Kreese gives him a plan, beats him up, sends him to Silver. Silver beats him up, gives him a plan to get over on Kreese. He's like the messenger.
Yeah.
Poor guy. But I think, wasn't there like some news revealed that we might see a bit about him this season?
Oh, about Kreese?
Yeah. Stingray.
Yeah, I said that like all. I forgot his name. Walter Hauser, I think. He said that after the play Stingray, he said that Stingray will like appear in season 5, and he said that he may forget about the past, forget about him, like won't let him go and stuff. So I think
that would be great to see. Like a
have
lot
like a
of how
side arc.
Yeah.
One thing that Cobra Kai does extremely well is flashbacks to the past, where they use the flashbacks to the past, especially when characters are younger, to reinforce the current story. Like, it's not just thrown in there to say, hey, here's a... like they had season 3 full of flashbacks of Vietnam and whatever else. They could have done that for season 4, but the flashback they did have served the narrative of what Silver and Kreese were going to do at the start.
That's exactly what he needs to do as well.
That kind of element where maybe it's not throughout the season, but maybe just 1 or 2 flashbacks, even just one solid flashback of like a young Stingray, and you see, how he's progressed over the years and why he is the way he is as an adult, and how he got to this position. That would be good to see, because I think people kind of just write him off as the bumbling goof, and that is his character, that's his archetype, to be the comedian. But I think you could really do something quite emotionally compelling with that. Like, maybe
I keep on hearing that Stingray is supposed to be like representing all the fans, like of the show, of like how the like how they be feeling about us
Yeah, especially with
sometimes.
the way
Like,
that they've stretched his character arc and they've diluted it. You know that how like you get his character arc and you 70% the brightness on it. You know you put all the corners of his character arc.
yeah,
Bright
basically,
as hell.
stretch it out like a
Yeah. So
thumbnail or
like
something
instead
like
of
that.
having us like this, it would be like this, just me, just like this. You know, like that. Like that would be it right there. And the title would literally be "I am the champion." Like that would be the title of it as well. It would be so irrelevant and so unrelated to the subject matter. That's something that Cobra Kai doesn't do, and I freaking love it for that. Is that if they are to do stuff with Stingray,
I think Kreese returning to a burnt Miyagi though, he'll probably reflect on like he knew he jacked up with Terry Silver or whatever. Like he knows he's messed up.
I mean,
Like
that people are gonna get hurt, so I think it's got to be Johnny. Like Johnny's got to be the one that gets hurt badly. You know that will be Kreese's catalyst to go.
Ooh, if Johnny gets hurt and Kreese finds out about it, he gonna go.
I also think Johnny getting hurt not just brings Kreese there, it brings Miguel and Robbie together.
Yeah.
I think me and Jacob said this a while ago.
Oh yeah.
If Johnny was to get injured and like Silver and
I was saying
Miguel and Robbie were going to fight him, it might have been like that.
I was saying this to Alex the other day, so shout out to him if he's watching. But we were basically saying that you know how in season 3 Johnny nursed Miguel back to health in a fucking amazing story. What if it's Miguel and Robbie that both help Johnny back to health? You know, it's such a serious injury that it takes both of them to kind of work together to bring their father back to full strength. And then Robbie gets the perspective of what he actually put Miguel through with all that recovery, little arseholes. So anyone that says, you're a Robbie fan, but yes, thank you. You're damn right. But I can remove my bias and see that he's been a little shit sometimes. And then, that could be a bonding moment for Miguel and Robbie, helping Johnny back
That's
to full
exactly
strength.
what I would love to see.
Bring it full circle. I would love that.
Yeah.
Because, I think it's going to be... imagine the emotional gravity. Like it would suck if Johnny gets hurt anyway, but if Miguel and Robbie bicker all season, they can't bury it, they can't work it out, and then Johnny gets hurt badly.
I think we'll be in tears, man.
I mean, I know they're gonna get bodied, but I just love the idea of them both pulling up on Silver.
Me too.
Same, bro.
I love it.
Hurt our dad, bro.
Seeing it like.
Yeah.
Just a tease, an inkling of what's to come, Sorry,
Dude,
Silver in season 6.
You know what? If Miguel and Robbie are fighting each other, and then Miguel's in freaking Mexico fighting grown-ass men, and also Robbie's helping Johnny with that, and then they come together and they're fighting freaking Silver, that's going to be full circle as well, because they're maturing as the story goes. And they're, even like Sam and Tori, they're getting older, they're getting more adult-like. They're understanding how to be their own person. Miguel and Robbie will understand to be their own person once they face someone like Silver together. Because then they'll realize what's more important here. It's not the shit we just went through. That's like the kiddie shit. This is real grown-ass men stuff now,
This is oatmeal.
It's
Real
a
oatmeal.
maturity for the show.
Yes, sir.
And also, the kids are at that age where they're starting to transition. You got to keep the power levels consistent. Kreese, Daniel, Johnny, they're up here. But we're at that time where Miguel's starting to fight adults. Robbie and Johnny are clearly fighting some people. We're starting to get the younger kids to fight older people. It's going.
That's how I can't wait.
Time.
Oh god, I do hope. There's a part of me that does hope that when Miguel's laying the smackdown to those people, I would love if out of nowhere Robbie just goes hiya and just does a jump kick in out of nowhere and then.
Dude, when I think me and Jacob we did bring this up as well in Fast and Furious. You know how Hobbs and Dom help each other in Fast 6. What if there's a moment when Miguel and Robbie they do a move
exactly that
together, and they're I don't know,
oh yeah,
against Silver, let's say, and they make him bleed or something.
Yeah,
and he's
you
guys.
As good as Silver is, they're gonna get a couple of hits in minimum.
Yeah, because he can't.
Especially Robbie off of the back of Dark Side.
I swear, if they both. Do you know the kick that Robbie did to Miguel when he hit him off the banister? Imagine if they both did that kick on Silver. and he goes into a door and he goes into the door and he breaks the door.
Well, you know, like the kick that Daniel and Johnny did on Daniel.
Yeah, what if Robbie and Miguel both do the kick? What if they do the spin back kick like together? Like a better version of what they did. Because they're obviously more younger, more athletic. They would be better at doing a kick like that.
Yeah. I mean, Silver will later.
He's gonna, and then Silver's gonna say, "Good,
and
good."
And Silver's then just gonna do like a double trach.
No mercy. No mercy.
And I think at that point, sorry RJ to use you as bait, but I think at that point, our Kenny has to be in the room watching and go, "No, it's such a piece of shit to you," and then just start like attacking Silver.
Can you imagine? Okay,
and then
you know
Sean
what,
comes in. He's like, "Hey, what's up? That's my little bro."
What Robbie did to Kenny was freaking painful. Imagine if Silver kicked him in the nose.
Ooh, that boy did.
Robbie's gonna scrap
Penny
Silver,
would
guaranteed.
Penny would. It would be like a freaking Mortal Kombat fatality.
At this point.
RJ's nose is gonna be like that.
If Silver puts hands on Kenny, then Robbie and Sean both about to pull up. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, this is the thing. Silver could be the catalyst to bring everyone together as well. There's so many good pieces that are coming, especially like other things that aren't as good. If you know, you know. But for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ. There's so much with this upcoming season that looks good, and to like the original point of how Kreese can be more involved. I would really love a really intimate story with Kreese where there's a lot of moments of reflection where he's kind of sat in the slammer alone with himself. And one thing I said, and I remember when I was talking to Jesse when we were at Liverpool, Shamoon, is I was saying to him, one way they could bring you back in the show, right? So,
I remember.
Exclusive is when Kreese is in the slammer, he looks in the mirror and he sees a younger him, but then he sees Jesse Coe's character, you know, like in the mirror, like taunting him, like shit like that. Like, where he it's a lot of introspection and it's reminding him of the past and all that kind of stuff. And for Christ's sake, it's that could be really cool. That could be really cool.
I think Bobby
you gotta give
is
my
probably
boy Kreese a mad buff, because
I think Bobby's gonna be the one that's gonna help Kreese like get back to sort of like
Bobby might start to understand the whole thing more.
Lucky boy!
First of all, hold on, let's take a pause.
All, stop the press. Ignore the madness over there. If you know, you know. We have something. We gotta. Come on, put your full screen, man.
Mr. Strikey Boy. I just want to congratulate you, man, that you gave up your life for somebody. And congratulations, son.
Thank you.
On you in your engagement, man. I'm happy for you, son.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
It's out of charge, but yeah.
I'm eating a digestive for you.
But no, dude, that made my fucking evening when I saw that, because I had no idea, because the last couple of days have been fucking manic. So when I caught up, I was like, oh shit, hey, oh hey, if you like it, then you gotta put a hand. You know, it's that's my boy. That's my boy. Everyone, I tell you, everyone raise a toast to Cody in the chat right now. Right now.
This man is getting married. This man getting married.
Yes, sir. Still made it on the screen. No excuses.
Yeah, no spam. Agreed. But yeah, everyone.
So Cody, my boy, since you came into the streams, how do you feel about Kreese returning back to burn down Miyagi-Do? Like, how do you think that affects the story?
If Kreese does it, or just his reaction?
Yeah, his reaction. How you feel? How you think it will probably go down?
Oof, that's a tough like situation, because we don't know the context of like what his headspace is going to be after he gets out of prison. Because I've heard many theories that he's going to get counseling or something in prison, and now that he's kind of, we know he's got a soft spot for Johnny, but we don't know how he's going to feel towards Daniel. So it's kind of a tough situation. I think it could go either way, where he's like, he either doesn't care, or he's like, wow, Jerry's really gone a little too far. But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's John Kreese. he still hates Mr. Miyagi for all the crap that he did to him, and I'm sure he still hates Danny. But he might just hate Terry a little more. Yeah.
It's one of the. It goes back to what he said in season 3: "The enemy of my enemy is my friend."
Jesus Christ. It's crazy how, like, sorry to cut you guys off, but it's crazy how a year's on and some things have changed and nothing's changed, you know? It's fucking mad, you know? Oh, Jesus Christ, I need therapy. But yeah, no, it's going to be fascinating to see what they do, and I think they're going to take their time with it. They're not just going to rush it. So when it does happen, it's going to be akin to, like, literally Daniel storming in there, you know, kicking old boy off and saying, "Hey," you know, so... Could be Jesus. Ouch. Woo!
It wasn't debate. Go on, Jacob.
But yeah, it's going to be fun to see. But again, like I want to put this out there again because people keep getting the wrong impression. I've seen this on the forums and whatever else. Not saying that Kreese is an angel. Like, he's still a bad guy, but he is anti-hero type bad guy now, you know, that links
he's
back to
Magneto.
what we were saying at the start of the stream, you know,
he's Magneto.
He's Magneto. It's a business transaction. Again, they're not going to be bloody running through the meadows with towels like smacking each other on the arse, going "Hey!" you know, doing all that malarkey. Like that bollocks isn't happening, and that echo is crazy.
Yeah, that echo is out in my ears.
Hold on.
I think I'm getting Jesus Christ. Where is that coming from?
Is it me?
No idea. Is someone like breathing on the microphone or?
Oh, it's Jacob.
Jacob.
Oh, come on! Don't tell me it's me, for Christ's
It's
sake.
Jacob again.
I've had a lot. I've had a lot of evening.
It's you. It's you. You were the chosen
what are you
one.
playing with, bro?
You were the chosen one, Jacob. You were the chosen.
What is that, bro?
That's a sword.
Oh, what am I holding? What's a sword? Nerf sword.
But yeah, oh man,
Look at this Regal cup. Big in my fucking head.
Regal sucks. AMC is the way. No, I'm joking.
I'm not gonna lie, but I think the staff there were taking the piss out of my accent. I'm pretty sure they started laughing.
Oh, this is from our trip. Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure one or two of them started laughing, and I was almost like, "Yeah, you haven't heard a fucking British person before, you fucking."
Wait, was it the cashier?
Think so, yeah. Unless they wanted my number, but I don't freaking know. Dude.
Remember the dude that was checking tickets? He was so pressed. Tickets, please.
You already showed him a ticket as well. That dude is weird, man.
He was like this. Tickets, please. Sorry, tickets, please. Yeah.
Calm your oatmeal.
I check tickets at a movie theater. I take my job seriously.
What happened to Jacob?
I think he's restarting. I think he's restarting his computer.
Fair enough. What I was gonna say was fuck, I forgot.
What about Kreese?
Nah, it wasn't even Cobra Kai related.
Oh.
I can't remember. Don't worry, we'll come back to me.
I actually got to roll out, boys. I got to get up in like 5 hours.
All right, good luck.
Hi,
Yinky
Pinky.
Peace out, Yink.
Brother. Yink.
Yinky. Go. But no, that dude was weird. He was like, "I'm gonna take a please." He's like so pressed. I think
Before you go, see you later. You go. I wanted to say bye.
Oh, Jacob's quality's going down.
Right, hang on. I can't hear a damn
Let me
thing.
get your tickets, please. Your barcode, you British boy.
I don't even think he said it to me. I think it was to you, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was.
He looked at you and Will funny. He looked at you and Will funny, not me.
I was going to say that again.
Let me see your tickets, please. No. So basically, Jacob. So
I would have said, shove that ticket up your arse.
no. Hold on. Let me give you the context. So when me and Shamoon went to go see Doctor Strange in theaters, right? It was at
Bro, we should have gone like the next day. We should have gone to freaking
we need to tell them the whole story. We need to tell them the whole story.
We should have gone to El Capitan.
But we should have went the next day because Okay, so what happened was we went to go see Doctor Strange in LA at like 1 a.m. And then so I had my tickets already bought, and the guy that was checking the tickets, he was like this big old fat dude that was like no, I kid you not, dude. He was like he's standing up like on his tippy toes. He's one of those fat guys, right? So then he has
like walking on stilts, like
he's like this. he's doing this. He's like doing this with the phone. He's like this, like checking people's tickets and shit. And he's like, let me see your tickets, please. That's what he did. He's like, he's like, I go up. When we go up to him. And he's like he's proper doing this, right? And he's like let me see your tickets, please. Let me see your tickets, please, right now, sir. You can't go in without your tickets. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, me and RJ,
chill out.
So what we did, we basically went upstairs, I think, because we wanted to go toilet first. The guy said show tickets, and then we went to our screening, and I was like, RJ, I'm gonna go and grab some food. The guy had already seen our tickets.
Yeah. We both went to go get food.
Your tickets, please.
He told us to do the same thing. It's like,
we
bro,
go in again.
you the tickets.
And he's like, tickets, please, right now. You already saw us like 5 minutes ago.
Is he like was it old boy out of
Well, he was a neckbeard. He was a proper neckbeard.
Wait, so he's the proper
Yeah, that was
basement.
Wait, that was the day. That was the photo RJ took of me at the. That was that's what Benedict Cumberbatch.
So he's basically like this. He's basically like this guy that doesn't show his face.
He was literally around the corner from here. So we're behind those balloons. He was
right
literally
there.
The corner,
and he's like this. Let me see tickets, please. Right now. Tickets, please. Like he's proper standing up.
If you know, you know.
Hold on, I gotta demonstrate this. This is funny as hell.
It's Willem Dafoe.
Strong enough to have it all. Too weak to show me your tickets.
The motherfucker was doing this. Tickets, please, right now. Come on, please, right now. He was proper, doing all this. Okay, he's like, tickets, right now. Tickets, come on, right now. Tickets, please, right now. Come on. Jesus, what the hell, man?
Wait, let me go full screen on you. Do that shit again. Get up.
Okay, so he's right here, like the scanner. He's like doing this. Tickets, please.
Tickets, please.
And he's full on doing that.
That's what you call enthusiasm at the job, man.
He's full on doing that shit.
He's proper doing it. Tickets, please. Come on. Tickets, come on. Tickets.
Even with the hand, down movement. Jesus, is he like getting hard off of collecting tickets?
I don't know. It looked like he about to squat up or something, like square.
Like,
yo, what's up?
Give me your tickets, please.
King, people like square up in the hood. That's what he was doing. He was like, "This tickets, come on." He's like tickets.
Nah, listen, my man pulls up in a 4-4 in Compton. He's like, "Let me see your tickets, please." Okay, ass up.
Sit your fat ass down, bitch.
It's called hydration by the looks of your out of shape.
Wait, we went into the 7-Eleven opposite our hotel. You remember that Gandu inside? I said, "Could I have a bag, please?" You didn't understand what I said.
Oh, that was funny. I had to tell the guy, right? This is when you have a British guy, he doesn't you take him to the US and the guy doesn't understand what he means, but it's a bag. So I thought he was gonna understand. He was like this.
Bag.
He's like, what? I'm like, no, he wants a bag.
I asked for a bag just to put my stuff in.
So how did he not know?
Fucking idiot. I said, you're a Gandu ZZ. You should have understood me. Well, I'm Asian.
Shimon, remember when we were walking the first day and that dude said, that we were cracking up.
Yeah, I remember that. We were like, nah, hell no. We got
when we went to go see Doctor Strange, we fell asleep. We were dozing off. So afterwards, we were so tired that Moon had to make sure I didn't fall because I was about to fall as we were leaving the cinema. I'm doing this.
I wish I recorded it, dude. It's so funny.
I was tired as hell.
Were you walking out there going, tickets, please?
No, I was like this. I was like this.
RJ, I woke up RJ a few times. I was so tempted to slap him so hard it wakes him up.
Man, God, I would have sent you a virtual slap. You know.
Let me see tickets, please. Tickets, please. Come on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I think you have to make that a regular phrase now, RJ.
Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Come on. Tickets. Right now.
What's with the fucking like back movement like this? Like
he's like doing on his tippy toes and shit.
It's borderline twerking, bloody. What the hell is he
man,
doing?
he's dancing off of Morbius.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Oh my
man?
God, Milo versus Bully Maguire.
Oh God, Jesus! Should have got that dude's details. I would have paid him to. He could have been like the £1 fishman of your train.
Oh man, no, I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like he sounded so like, and then like, I guess it's just LA people. The next day we went to go see it again, and this skinny white dude, he's just like this. I don't know what it was, but he's like this. He's like this old man. He's like this. Thank you. Have a great day.
Oh God!
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Wait, was there any sus?
Have a great day, sir.
Was there any sus
right
people?
there, Auditorium 3, Auditorium 6, right up to your right.
Wait, there was a sus guy. I swear there was a sus guy.
There's a lot of sus people
when we were in LA.
Yours, for Christ's sake.
Someone served us that was sus. I'm trying to remember.
Sus people in the chat too.
Wait, what? How many people?
Nah, it's just how you adjusted your hat.
Auditorium 6 on your left, sir.
Your ticket, please.
Bro, I'm trying to remember if there's anyone weird we met there. Do you remember? If
That
there's
we
anyone
met,
else?
like, personally?
In LA.
Oh, there was this little kid that came up to us. She's like, Cobra Kai?
This is what we call straight talking life now.
Dude, okay, so it was like me, RJ, TCK. I think TCK's family was this as well. And we were watching the trailer together because they just released a trailer in LA. This random kid walks up to us. He's like, he just looks like what Johnny would say.
Cobra Kai?
Like, you know, when he says, "Oh, look, it's an illegal." He looked like he generally looked like an illegal, and he just went Cobra Kai.
Wait, more immigrants.
It was like when Johnny said, "Is it like an illegal?" That literally, that whole vibe was there. But we were like worried because this kid just came out to us out of nowhere.
Cobra Kai?
And he, I think he just, I don't know if he spoke English or not. So we were like, he started doing this, right? We're all looking at the phone, and he started doing this. I was like, "Get away, bro!"
I was like, "Who are you? Where'd you come from?"
But nah, I was kind of like, "What's going on here?"
That was,
man. I wish I could have made it, man. Sounds like you guys had a fucking blast.
The chick at the fan meet, the first person we met.
Oh, freaking Willie the Walrus or Willie the Whale. But
wow.
Tickets, please. Right now.
Nah,
Free Willy. That's what I meant. Free Willy.
This is chick there. She just, I can't remember. She was nice, but she said something really weird. I just can't remember what she said now. She said something really weird though.
This is funny, bro.
King's just like, what's going on?
Have a great day, sir. Auditorium 6 to your left.
I already said,
This
Jesus,
is
don't
what you
ever
guys
speak to me
call
like that ever
this is
again.
what you call the life cut. We just start talking about random stuff after the.
Yeah, but I mean, let's not undersell the fact that you made a really great list. Granted, I wasn't here for about 70% of it, but
no, it's good.
it's
I'm
sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent,
but you know, this isn't a real cut situation. I'm not going to lie to the viewers.
Right,
you know, it's just I had some oatmeal to attend to. But you know, I want to thank these guys for continuing on in my absence anyway, and carrying it forthright. So shout out to Yinky and TCK as well. And King for making the list, man. I appreciate that.
It turns out that TCK wasn't actually in rant mode in Ragnarok. It's actually RJ. This was RJ's Skittles movie.
Anyway, when me and TCK went to Starbucks, we went to Starbucks in LA, and there were flies.
You live and die in LA.
Like the muffins, it was disgusting. Like ants. It was. We were like, hell
What the
no.
fuck?
We said hex no. We said
What
no.
kind of muff? Sorry, what? Sorry, hold on. Whoa. Rewind.
It was full in a pot.
What place did you go to buy said muffin?
No. We wanted to get water. That's it. Water.
Had ants in it?
No. Can you please wait? Like, hold on. No.
There's your tickets, please.
Tickets, please. We were in line. Right? So me and TZK were in line, and we're trying to get water. So then he says, "RJ, look." I'm like, "What?" And then, you know where they have like the muffins and all like the the bakery stuff.
Yeah.
They had ants and flies all over it. I said, "Hell no, we're getting the hell out of here."
Oh no,
Dude, glad I'm just got water from there.
I don't know why you're surprised. That's California for you.
I've this for a while. I need to read it.
Try again. Hey.
What'd you say, Drew? I mean, what'd you say?
Drew?
You call me Drew?
No.
Do I look like Drew?
No.
Weasel. That name.
No. I have a friend named Drew. Okay, I have a friend named Drew.
Yeah, I knew a guy. To be fair, I knew a guy named Drew, but it didn't really.
Shut up! Not that guy.
You call him a weasel?
French. Not him. My personal friend Drew. My middle school.
What the, yo, what the? Yo, it kind of fits with King's avatar when he turns off his.
Get that out of here, bro.
It's not sus covered, okay? So chill out. We just saw something really funny on Star Wars series thing. It was cracking me and Jacob up, man. We just wanted to recreate it. Didn't we, Jacob?
I'm finished.
Oh, Lord. This is what you call the aftercut.
About to go Yori Boyka on that thing. But Jesus Christ. But wow. This stream, well, actually, to be fair, I can't really give a consensus on this stream because I've only been here for like the last 45 minutes. But for the little cameos I do have here and there, it seemed to have been a really good one. Can we all raise a massive toast in the chat to the sensei himself for assembling another badass list, as always? And
you need an Ethernet cable for that shit.
And you do need an Ethernet cable. Maybe a wired plug-in or something. But shout out to you for assembling the list as always. Without you, these streams don't flow at all.
For you guys.
Let's show Miggy.
Look at that flex. Ralph Match in the back, Hey.
He's able to tell you from Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not showing what you're gonna ask for, okay? You guys expect.
Yeah, you guys are weird.
Weird people. That's not my territory. That's Danny Watkins.
Yeah, that's yeah. And now we have the man. Can I see your ticket, please?
Players.
Right now, sir. Right now.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Tickets, please. Fucking weirdo.
Fucking absolute alley type stuff. Right. And also a major toast in the chat.
This guy right here is the real MVP.
And look at that saber. Fucking hell, it's almost as bright as he is. Look at that. That's brilliant.
This is the real MVP, guys. This guy right here.
You are the freaking man, son. Oh man, it actually warmed my heart seeing that today, Cody, man.
Much love, guys.
Congratulations, brother.
You see, love does conquer all people. True love does exist. All that bloody BS that they have you believe out there. Love does conquer all.
Yeah, it does.
You just gotta go through a lot of them just to get a good one. Just throwing it out.
If Strike can do it, you can do it. Strike can do it, you can do it.
Strike can do what?
Hit many things.
Many
things, but we cannot say.
If an app can do it, anybody can do it. If an app can do it,
Boy can do it, you can do it.
Shamoon, if an app can do it, anybody can do it.
If an app can do it. Oh, like a phone app. Yeah, I get you. I get what you meant. Phone app. Shitty app.
Wow.
If an app
Jesus.
can do it.
Jesus. Can't believe. Wow.
Screw it. Screw that app.
I know, right?
Oh God, why RJ?
What I do?
Why were you doing the Morbius dance, sir?
don't bring up that film that I haven't seen, and don't plan on seeing it at all.
So Christian Bale. What are your final thoughts on Christian Bale in Thor?
And then we reopen the balloons.
You had to rewatch that bit, the part we talked about Thor, Jacob, but I went off on a tangent. It was supposed to be TCK, but he just didn't. He was holding back, so I just said it for him. But Christian Bale, one of the greatest actors in our time. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you waste him?
So am I right in assuming you feel very passionate about this?
This is an actor, one of my favorite actors of all time. He will lose weight for a role, gain weight for a role. He'll do anything for a role.
Kill you for a
just
role.
to do it, just to put the best performance out there. And you hire him to be in your movie. It is a privilege to have him in your movie, and you do that to him. I don't care that he did this for his kids. Did
you know that he's so good that he built the hospital he was born in?
Yeah.
But
thanks, Cody. Thank you.
He's so good.
Everyone else.
It's a privilege to have Mr. Bale in your film.
Mr. Bale. Would you kiss Christian Bale's feet, sir?
No, I would not do that. That's disgusting. No. Jeez. That is disgusting. Maybe you will, but I won't do that.
Oh, I've been there, done that many times, twice.
Okay, cool.
Kiss something else that was, said too much. But yeah, Christian Bale, it's fine, it's fine. But you know,
Jesus Christ!
Oh shit!
Oh. What the hell is that? What the hell?
Here we go again.
RJ, you gotta bulk up a little bit for that role.
RJ, my goodness, you got tall. Damn, Jesus Christ. The Yuri Boyka in full effect. Jesus Christ. Incoming, if you know, you know. But that aside, that aside, we're gonna get into manic territory now. It's time. Do I even look at
It's time to go? It's time to go. No.
It's time to go, bro. Like this is
right now. It's time to go. That's it. We gotta get the.
We're entering into the offline stream.
I'm gonna be Roman from Fast and Furious 6. Need to get the hell out of Dodge. Look at my forehead in there, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's time to go. Whoops. But ladies and gentlemen, raise a toast to Miggy Shamu.
When you said something else.
Danny, Mr. MMA King Priest Jr.
Y'all need Jesus.
RJ. Cody. RJ the GOAT. Yes, that's a great comic that you're holding right there. Very good.
Can't be the classics.
I do also really enjoy. I'll take one Civil War over half the MCU.
No.
I get to decide that phrase. Oh, Frank, what's up, dude? How are you, man? But yeah, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching.
To the groom.
Take care, guys.
But yes, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than it's been a good stream. I want to thank these guys also for carrying on the stream in my absence, and I also just want to take this moment before we end to extend a massive thank you to this gentleman right here for not only assembling the list each and every week, constantly
He's the reason why these streams flow.
Right? Constantly motivating me to keep pushing forward and be the older brother to us all and sort of allow us to really, flourish under his wise ways. Sometimes, it can go a bit too far. Look at, situations with some of us recently where, some of us have been a bit, you created some monsters here or there. But by and large, you make this this whole shebang run.
You make the streams run. Like these topics you come up with.
I'm ready for phase 2. I'm ready for phase 2 of this Jacob verse, and all I just gotta say is, let's go viral, baby. We're in phase 2. It's season 2. of the Kings of Pop
Season
Culture,
2.
people. And let's go, baby. Let's go.
And season 1, like, make no mistake, season 1 wasn't just some like bait and switch or like some crap. You got authentic stuff. So imagine what season 2 is going to bring. I want to give a massive shout out to Miggy over here. This dude has allowed me to get even more exposure in the UK than I initially had, and has always been championing me to push forward and keep going. And I think we've got a Rocky and Apollo kind of thing going. Got that sort of
phase 2, baby.
Back and forth. It's like in Top Gun Maverick, when like Iceman and Maverick are talking to each other. It's like, who's the better pilot? It's like it's a nice moment. Let's not ruin it. But this like man right here, freaking man.
Love you, bro.
Now, back at you. Now, you, sir. You right here, sir. Yes, you. Congratulations once more to you. And I don't think I have ever seen anyone who is as nice and as kind as this dude in front of me right now. He is the heart of this group to a T, because he keeps us all grounded, keeps us all sort of level-headed. And you're just a lovely dude, man. Like, you're just awesome.
Appreciate you guys.
Just love it. And hey, I mean, we both have lightsabers, so that's a plus. Don't take that as something else, people. Just throwing it out there. But you show yours, I'll show you mine. But also, yeah, you're just the freaking man, sir. Keep it up, man. Keep striking.
Tickets, please.
Now you. You, sir. Now, per the chat earlier on in the stream, there was some revelations, and I did say we are a year on from a certain occasion, and that was the great famed Sam debate. You will know about that too, Danny. Is the great memories we have with that lovely Sam debate that go. Gee, that was a fucking shit show. But the good thing that came out of
that was fun.
Aside from everyone else here, was you, sir. You are like my little brother, and there is no Robbie without Kenny, and there is no Spider-Man without Civil War.
Don't say that.
I fucking said it.
Do not disrespect my character, Jacob. Don't you disrespect my character.
But this is an ensemble piece, Harjit. You missed the point of the story.
My character like that.
You missed the point of the story, sir. You missed the point.
Good old kick to the face.
Don't ruin this friendship. Don't do this.
Are we having a Civil War now? Like, are we like gonna go Iron Man and Cap on each other? Like, we'll go to that level.
It. Chosen to go this week. I'm had enough of this. We're doing this. You ruined the character.
He just says something. But yeah, so we got a lot to talk about. I'll let you vent full on for an hour of Thor: Love and Thunder, and then we got to discuss about these comics because you, sir.
Hold on.
I'm saying it's the best comic that's ever invented, but arguably, I mean, Shimon, you can attest to this too. That Civil War is without a doubt one of the most memorable comics in existence. Like, let's not undersell it. I mean, come on.
I agree.
Now, if you're talking about Civil War 2,
I agree with him.
Oh no, that is a shit. Civil War 2, that one is fucking awful from top to bottom. That's just borderline awful. It just tried to replicate the greatness of the first one, and you do not have the movie without the comic.
You don't have these characters. What are we saying? What are you talking about here?
I know, but you can't excuse the fact that all of that movie comes from there.
Doesn't matter.
It does. It's so crucial.
Change the fact that it's shite.
It's so... hold on now. So you said to me that it leads into a new day and whatever else. Fair enough. That comic sucks. But Last Jedi follows on from Force Awakens. Does that mean Force Awakens was bad? No.
I don't like Force Awakens.
Have some of that, Ray J.
I don't like Force Awakens. So what you talking to? I don't like Force Awakens either.
Oh well, hold on now. You got to slow down there a little bit.
Force Awakens is okay. It's not bad.
Okay.
No, I'm getting mixed up with Rise of Skywalker. My bad.
I'm not gonna. Oh no, that's after.
No, who cares about Rise of Skywalker? That thing can burn in the archives.
My bad. I thought you. Dang. All right. I don't know how you feel. I thought you said Last Jedi.
There's only been 2 Disney projects that's been good. But we're not going down that path. We're about to end the show.
Put it this way: it's just a pay limitation of the first comic. That's literally all it is. Now, look, don't get me wrong. There's things in the Civil War comic that I don't fully agree with, but by and large, it's a good story. But that's that one. But let me extend an olive branch just so we hit the 3-hour mark. That's what a lot of this was about. I'm extending an olive branch. Hold up that comic that you're holding right now, sir. Yeah, that comic, Goblin and the Gangsters. So basically, we've all imagined Norman Osborn with the drip, like, you know, waves, you know, that he had in the 90s show. Like, this might have been a good comic to do it in, you know.
Yes, it is.
I'm not the Hobgoblin. I'm the Green Goblin.
Started it yesterday. You can't beat the classics. You cannot beat the classics.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna get the camera off? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what?
I was just waiting. All right, 30 seconds. We've got to do it just for old time's sake. Where is it? Okay. Are we ready? Are we set? Thank you all so much for watching. You have a good night or good morning, wherever in the world you may be. Tickets, please. Tickets, please.
Tickets, please. Would you like some tickets? On a mother.
Well, thankfully, Top Gun Maverick over half the
Every single week.
Jesus Christ.
I'll take one